I liked it a little bit more. Like that, I had that push to get me over the edge for the movie. Like it definitely had problems, but like I don't know, seeing
I
Sam
don't
Wilson
know.
do his thing.
I felt like it had great plot development. I felt like there was good character development in it. They had I thought the pacing was good. I liked the villain. I liked the whole
Yeah,
like side quest to like the secret government lab because they're always talking about secret government human experimentations. Because
of course. Yeah,
and then
yeah.
I like the
Did
lead
you?
up to the Hulk scene.
Yeah, they definitely ruined that in like the marketing because you can tell in the movie that that was supposed to be like a surprise that like that Thunderbolt Ross was like the Red Hulk. Like in the marketing, it's like oh Red Hulk, he's Red Hulk, Red Hulk. But in the movie, they kind of don't. They kind of make it seem like oh hey what's wrong with Ross? Like why is he like freaking out like this? And then it's like oh Red Hulk at the end or something like that. And it's like I feel like they probably should have hit that.
It was still good though.
Yeah, that seems great. It was the best part of the movie. That's what I
Yeah.
kind of want. That's kind of what I want and like these like sort of like normal superhero, like normal street level superhero kind of people, like Captain America, Black Widow, and stuff like that. Like for them to do a spy thriller, like anybody could do a spy thriller, but like if it's an MCU movie, I want to see you do some wild shit, like fight a fucking radioactive man or something like that who can punch through like the White House or something. Like we got that in this movie. Um, we didn't get that in Black Widow. She just fought like some regular spy or something like that. And it's like whatever. But like I want to see that fanciful shit, and I feel like we got that.
There's a lot of destruction and fights. Hmm.
I feel like for what it was decent. I went in there with no expectations, and when I left, I was kind of pleasantly surprised. I enjoyed it. I
Okay,
enjoyed it
okay.
for what it was. Um, yes, Black Captain America. You know, I'm sure there's certain individuals who are not too thrilled about that, but for what I ain't gonna lie, Anthony Mack. Yeah.
I like Anthony Mackie. I think
I
he does a good
like him.
job.
He's charming.
I think he does
I'm
a good
gonna
job.
say he does have America's ass too. Oh God, sorry,
There you go. That's a
it's getting a
skill to
little
prove.
spicy, but that ass was right in that shit too. Like, I'm sorry, I had to look at it. I was like, damn. I was like, okay,
He looked
but
good too.
yeah,
Very charming.
There you go.
they were
I think
hugging
it's
in
a
all the
cool
right places, and I appreciate the hell out of that. That's all I can say.
guy.
Hmm. Yeah.
I will say though,
So
like
sidekick partner,
I'm
he was cute too. Um,
I like the
pretty cool.
sidekick partner guy.
yeah, I thought he was really cute.
Not too bad.
I'm trying to think. Oh, you know who was in that movie that I was so happy to see?
Bucky? Who?
No.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Damn.
I forgot her. I think her first name you say is Zosha. Is Zosha? It was the president's like kind of like assistant that was with him all the time,
Oh
the
yeah,
black woman.
Oh
the black one was like the
yeah.
head of Secret Service.
I
Like that was kind of like
love
yeah.
her. I love her. She was you remember that movie My Gay Best Friend? I don't know if I made you guys watch that. But she was in that movie. That shit is hilarious.
Oh,
She also was in the Mindy Project. She played the one of the nurses there. I don't know.
nice.
I've been following her pretty much a little bit for years. I love her. She's awesome.
Nice.
Okay, good. Like it's always kind of nice when you see like your like kind of like actor that you kind of like that you kind of like
Mhm.
follow when they start making it to like bigger roles and stuff like that. It's like oh
Yeah.
you
Because it
know,
was funny because I
she's
was like, damn, I
cute.
haven't seen her in a minute after like the mini project ended. I know she like she did this like little cameo in
Mhm.
Roseanne.
You mean the what's that, the bar, or what's their
Um,
show called now?
okay, before she got canceled, she was
Before, yeah.
she did she's actually DJ's wife. She played DJ's wife because DJ has a mixed who's had a
Ah,
mixed girl. So
progressive.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that no,
Okay.
that show if they were trying, but like it's kind of weird like how well maybe it's not weird. Actually it's not weird at all, let's be clear. But like it's just like when all that shit hit the fan with her, you know,
She's dead on the show, right?
oh,
Like
the
they killed
second
her
season
off.
they straight up killed her. They killed her off.
She's done. It's over. That's crazy.
Because in the show she was like overdosing on she was taking pain pills and she ended up dying a lot.
Oh shit! Damn, that's a cold end for her. Woof. All right.
Yeah, and then I think the I forgot what's her name? What's her
Was it like her
name?
daughter took over the
The daughter
mantle?
with the darker hair. What's her name? I forgot her name. But
I've never watched Roseanne, but I'm vaguely aware of what went down.
yeah, she kind of became like the like head figure of that show. And
Yeah.
from what I watched with the Connors, it was pretty good. I liked it. Like I didn't watch the whole thing, but actually I might have to go back and check that out because I think I watched a few episodes, but then I kind of just petered out. So
Yeah, okay, yeah. You know what? Sitcoms are kind of like, I don't want to say sitcoms fell off, but like sitcoms have this weird sort of like, they don't hit the same as they used to anymore, I guess. Like, I don't know. It's hard to describe because it's like I could feel this sort of like plasticky kind of like fakeness to it to sitcoms now, if that
Yeah.
makes sense. Like it's sort of like, I don't know, like back in the day you watch maybe like Boy Meets World, you watch like Family Matters, you watch like all the other shit, TV, like, and it's kind of like, yeah, no, it's kind of fine. I'm learning lessons. Oh, tonight's guest, the Olsen twins are on Family Matters, and it's like, yo, crossover, that's cool. But now it's kind of just like,
eh.
just it's weird. It feels very disconnected from like how things. It's still nice sometimes if you find a sitcom that works for you, but like,
Kind of forced
I
and
don't know.
authentic.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know. I feel like it's like this very surreal version of reality, and it's like filmed in a way that's kind of like strange too. Like I don't know. Maybe I'm too jaded for sitcoms now. The laugh tracks are also kind of weird too. Like, don't tell me when to
Yeah.
laugh. Like, I'll laugh if I want to. Like, I don't
I'm
know.
trying to think. Did I watch? I did watch a lot of No, I did watch. I watched Boy Meets World tours when they got older, when they were like in college and stuff. And then there was one white boy on that show that I like thought was like really cute and attractive. And actually, I think he's dating Chili now.
Oh, get the fuck out! Like Chili from TLC.
Yeah, like at least he was. I
Oh,
forgot his. I forgot his name. I forgot his. Why am I? Why am I forgot his name.
was it Sean, the best friend? 'Cause he dated the
No,
black girl.
it was the brother of hold on.
Corey's brother, or was it Sean's brother? Because Sean had a brother too. Like that, he had like a rich brother or something like that, which is kind of weird.
Matthew Lawrence, that's his name, Matthew Lawrence.
Matthew Lawrence. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. I always thought Matthew Lawrence was an attractive man. Like when he was younger, like that was like my heart. I thought he was so cute.
Yeah,
Um,
he had kind of handsome kind of look.
he's
That kind of
very handsome. He's very handsome.
yeah.
But I actually feel really kind of sad for him. And because he opened up about like being in the industry, and apparently originally it's been speculation. I think he kind of hinted to it. He
Mhm.
was actually supposed to play Cyclops on X-Men. But
Interesting.
he had the casting couch with Brian Singer, of course, and
Oh,
Brian was trying to get a little freaky, and he was like, "Hell no," and he left. And then after that, all of his agents dropped him. They dropped him. He lost all of his deals. He lost everything.
Dang.
damn. No, man, that dude's like super
Yeah.
Hollywood looking too. I'm shocked. Yeah, he couldn't like get work, but I mean, at the same time, like
Oh
Yeah,
no,
there was
once
a
you get blacklisted, once if you don't play
They're all
ball,
like they're like
nuh-uh.
a cult. They're all connected to each other.
yeah,
Exactly.
a lot of gross motherfuckers out there for sure. Like
Yeah,
that.
so it's I mean he's seen coming back a little bit now.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah,
dating Chili. He looks pretty happy. It's
yeah.
interesting. I'm not gonna lie, when I saw them dating, I was like, huh.
It's kind of one of those things where it's like, oh
It's just
shit.
like,
I feel really bad because like when I see celebrities I haven't seen in a long time, it's kind of like, oh, you're still alive? That's nuts. Like they just died out of nowhere at like 34 for no reason. Like,
oh my
I'm
God.
This
Speaking of
one
which, who
lady
just
just
died at
died.
39, which I just fucking
Yeah, she's like I just saw that.
that's right, Harriet the Spy.
Yeah,
who?
she was in like Buffy the Vampire
Yeah,
Slayer
she
too.
played Harriet the Spy.
Yeah.
Yeah, Michelle
Um,
Trachtenberg, right? Yeah, I
yeah,
just saw
she
that. I
died
was like, oh my
49.
God. I don't know
Yeah,
I wonder how she died. I don't know what happened,
well,
but
I saw natural causes, but like that could be
Yeah,
anything like
right. They
cancer. It could be
they
like,
offed her.
was she off herself?
Nah,
ugh,
they
I
offed
don't
her.
know. What? I just saw natural causes, so I don't know what the
They
deal,
always
but
say that.
like that's well, I feel like that's such a vague like we don't know just yet. Because what else natural cause could it be but cancer? I feel like everybody dies of cancer, right? Eventually, something like that. Your organs just don't just turn off one day, you know? That's it's. I feel like it's always cancer.
Cancer too can be an
Me
unnatural
personally,
cause, depending on its origin.
you said cancer could be like unnatural.
Things can cause cancer, and it's not normal for us to have as much cancer in us as we have right now in
I
humanity.
100% believe that. Yeah, totally. I mean, oh, I don't know. Depending on all the food we eat, depending on like,
It's
I
everything.
don't know, you could be around. Yeah, the air we breathe, the water we drink. It's something in everything.
I'll tell you one thing. Sorry, this is totally off topic.
Sure.
By me living next to a military base, these motherfuckers are firing off artillery at what is it? 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock at
Jeez,
night.
what are
Eight
they preparing
o'clock at
for?
night.
Preparing for, man. What else? What aren't they preparing for? But that's kind of wild. Like, yeah.
Like and
Like, so
they
what you
like
just
they've
want like
never
big
done it this
explosions?
late. I'm not gonna lie, they have never done it this late before. It's only been recently they started doing it. Apparently posted something on their website saying they can do it up until 11 o'clock at night. I'm like, what the fuck?
Oh, what? Like, yeah. What? That doesn't even help the soldiers. That doesn't even like. That's annoying. It's
It's
very
very
annoying.
fucking annoying. And imagine me trying to record through that shit. I'm trying to go dun dun dun, dun boom 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 boom. I'm like,
Yeah. Fucking Black Hawk helicopters, like, unloading artillery and shit like that. I mean, how is a
seriously.
normal person supposed to live their life?
But yeah, back to what we were talking about. Yeah, cancer is everything. Pretty much everything in the United States is contaminated and will slowly kill you. So get out as fast as you can if you can. If not, um, try to be vegan. And even with vegan shit, you're still taking risk on that because the vegetables are contaminated too. So have fun at the
True.
circus.
Did I tell you guys I was gonna try and like cook more vegan? I've been looking up a lot more like vegan recipes and stuff like that, like simple vegan recipes. I'm very excited to like try some stuff out.
Nice.
I will recommend you the vegan bunny chef. I actually follow her. She's this cute. I don't know. She's Asian. I'm not exactly sure what their ethnicity is, but she's really cute. Um, and
Cool. Like
she
bunny chef.
she we make this gochujang cauliflower wings from her, and it's
Ooh.
really really good.
This
And
sounds sick.
she uses oatmeal. It's oatmeal and panko for the breading, and for the wet dredge she uses I think it's I want to say it's like all some type of almond milk, some
Uh-huh.
type of almond milk, or maybe almond flour and vinegar.
Okay. All right. I've got a lot of like almond milk like recipes that I'm very excited to try.
Yeah.
Uh,
But if you want, I recommend that. That's really good, and the sauce she makes for it is really really good too. It's
okay.
like I mean I'm not gonna lie, it's a little labor intensive, but once it's done, you get this like I mean it looks like wings, but when you bite into it, obviously it's a cauliflower, but you season it and you get it baked, and then you drench it in that spicy sweet gochujang
The
sauce.
sauce, yeah.
It's
Okay. All right.
amazing.
Because I feel like that's always my thing is like, like that's the thing about like veganism or like cooking vegan recipes. People are just like, oh, like you would never know that it's like not chicken, but it's like, why can't we ever just be like, this is just really fucking good cauliflower, like really like sauced up cauliflower, and like that be the selling point, you know? Like, I feel like I don't know, it's always kind of strange that like we don't eat more vegan because I
Well,
mean I
I
don't like
think it's
vegan
because
myself.
like I think that a lot of people are still trying to sell the vegan lifestyle. And so you gotta like kind of sell it to where it appears to meat eaters who are trying to make the switch. And you can be like, oh, well, it's kind of like, I mean, it's kind of like chicken. It's not, we know it's not, but
Yeah.
it's just like the hook to get you on there. And after that, you're like, okay, shut the fuck up. This is a vegetable. Eat it. Okay.
Just eat these vegetables, boy. Like, yeah, yeah, sure. It makes total sense, you know. Oh, that Arcadius sweet potatoes air fryer. I gotta lock it and get an air fryer. That's I'm pulling the cord on that one. I've
Great.
gone too long in my life. Apparently, a lot of these recipes or a lot of the good ones like require an air fryer. So
You
some
know, and apparently like using the microwave excessively in your food is like putting some type of substance in your food. It's not good for you, and apparently it can make you sick.
Gamma ray.
So
I never
yeah,
really liked I never really liked microwaving things anyway. I very rarely use microwaves unless it's like putting a pastry in there for like 10 seconds or something like that. Even then, I'm sure it's
You can use an
still
air
it is what
fryer
it
not
for
is.
gonna
that.
lie. That's
I'll
true.
probably do that, yeah, because like I don't know, I just don't like how it like toughens things up if you don't eat them fast enough. Like I don't like
It
how like
radiates things.
if you put
It
bread in a
kills the
microwave, it'll
cells
get
and
like
things.
yeah, it's not my preferred method. I kind of like try to avoid microwaves if I can help it.
Yeah,
Just
I'm
because
not gonna lie. I did use it today to heat up some curry because I was impatient and I wanted to eat that shit up. But yeah, I usually don't use the microwave. If anything, I'll just reheat it up in the stove. Ironically, my stove is radiation too, so it's like I'm fucked either way. But
I mean,
yeah.
damned if you do, damned if you don't. But I mean, like,
To this point,
but air
yeah.
fryer. Do you have an air fryer? I feel like you should have an air fryer, right?
I do have an air fryer. I have two. Um,
Okay. Yeah.
yeah, one, oh my God, I'm not gonna lie, my air fryer is great, but like the like grease and whatever like seeps at the bottom and like literally gets onto my like counter. So every like I want to say every like month or so, I have to like do a deep cleaning and like clean everything. So make sure you
You
have some type of
bro.
like something to catch it underneath it. But yeah, don't let it be like plastic because it'll melt and that's not good. So yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sure. Yeah, air fryer tracks. I'm learning these things. But yeah, I'm really excited to like start eating more vegan. I mean, I don't think I'm gonna give up regular pizza. I feel like there's no reason to just give that up. That's another thing too. Like because a lot of people are just like I'm fully vegan, but like you could probably just eat vegan most of the time and then like fuck around at like McDonald's or some shit like that if you feel like it, right? And like not
Kind of
like
partially vegan like
completely.
that.
Yeah. Okay. All right then.
Yeah.
Like, because I mean, like,
Actually,
I don't know. If you look it up online, people are just like completely vegan for like 10 years, and it's like that's cool. I'd like to just be mostly vegan and still do whatever I want whenever I feel like it.
yeah.
But
Well, like
that's kind of my thing.
vegan is like a diet. It's like a lifestyle. So like, yeah, most of the
Yeah.
time when people are vegan, that's their lifestyle and not like
Yeah.
something they just kind of like half-ass.
But I feel like it's probably even well, I don't think like it's not like preferred because if you're vegan, you're gonna be vegan. But I mean, like I'm sure like I don't want to even say like a normal person like
You could
me,
say
but
like
like
you're
someone
mostly
who's not
plant-based.
like okay,
But you
and
wouldn't, I
just
mean,
like
you wouldn't really be vegan because like
yeah,
it
I could
is
be mostly plant-based. I feel like I'd
it's
like
kind
to
of
do
like it's
that
kind of like
like at
saying like, oh
home.
yeah, I'm celibate except for I like to hook up on the weekends. You know,
Except they go to the whorehouse on the weekend. It's fine. It's like 5 days out of the week.
that's
Like
kind of
5 days
like
out of the week.
the meaning
I
of
mean,
the word.
I don't think I'm gonna say. I don't think I'd ever say that I'm like vegan or something like that. But I'd like to eat like vegan as often as possible, just because like like why not? Like why not be healthy 5 days out of the week or 6 days out of the week and fuck around at Little Caesars on like Saturdays? Like that's. I feel like that's a reasonable life. That's a reasonable ask for like living. Um, or like eat like brisket on vacation or some shit like that. Like I don't know.
Yeah. I definitely want to try to do a lot more like plant-based stuff too. But yeah, so not and I honestly I really don't want to talk politics today or anything of
Oh
that
sure.
administration and nothing, but like,
Except you're
since
gonna bring it up right now.
yeah, for I'm gonna bring right now
Oh,
because
sure.
I don't want to do this, but I'm gonna do it anyway.
my
I'm gonna
significant
say
other
it.
my significant
Just rip
other
that
works
band-aid
for the
off.
government, so like yeah, if the government shuts down, like yeah, yeah, we're kind of fucked for a little bit. So I mean, we're not gonna be like like destitute like immediately, but if they like last for like 2 months or 3 months, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Well, see, okay. Well, see, that was also my thing for like vegan like eating too,
Get
because
the job
like
done.
I think a lot of this stuff is like pretty cheap, right? If you just get like a fuck ton of cashews, if you just get like
It
three
depends on
boxes
what
of
you're
like
eating.
gluten-free pasta. Hmm? Well, I guess yeah, it depends on what you're eating, but like you can do it probably for like relatively cheap, right? I'm thinking cheap meals is a big thing in like this whole like vegan on the week during the week kind of thing. Like
Well, I
I
know for me,
I
like
think
Yes.
like 50
I
meals.
enjoy beans, so I like to slow cook beans. And
Yeah,
if you make enough, you can eat off of that for a couple of days. And then honestly, rice. Rice is like a
yeah.
staple.
Beans and rice, pretty
Brown,
stable.
what
Yeah.
brown rice is like vegan, right?
Huh?
Brown rice is vegan, right? Is it?
Rice in general, it should be vegan.
You know what
Yes.
vegan is?
It's like no animal products, right?
Uh-huh. There's no animal products in rice.
Okay, I don't know. Okay, because I don't know. I don't know what is like cooked in animal fat or like not like
I
sort of
mean,
like
yeah, if
processed
you
by
if you
nature.
put turkey necks in the rice, then yeah, it's not vegan
Well,
anymore.
Why would you do that in the first
Yes,
place? But I mean, I'm just saying,
rice comes
the
from
point
a
is,
grain.
I'm trying to get some like bulk ingredients and have them last for like a really long time. So like rice and beans, it, shit like that. Like I don't know. It feels like it's like a really cheap, affordable option that you can like be creative with.
It is.
you were good. Like I'll give you an example. I will say this though. So I made navy beans. My mom taught me a nice little recipe that I still remember to use, and I made it. When I
Mm.
made it, there was this like white things coming out of the beans, and I was like,
The
it
sprout.
honestly, yeah. I didn't know what the fuck it was because like that never happened to me ever when I made beans before ever, and I was just
Yeah.
like, "What the hell is this shit?" And then like, I'm not gonna lie, yeah, I could have ate it. It would have been fine,
Mhm.
but like psychologically, I couldn't because it looked like worms. It looked like fucking worms to me. I was just like, "Yeah, I can't do it, Chief. Can't."
You know,
I
people buy
mean,
bags of bean sprouts.
I guess so. Oh, bean sprouts, bean sprouts, good stuff.
Bean sprouts. People
Yeah,
eat them.
bean sprouts.
People eat them all the time.
Oh, just eat them straight, like
It's
raw.
it's
Just
not
like
it's not that it's bean sprouts. Like I know people eat bean sprouts all the time, but what I'm saying is when it came out, because I look for a specific consistency for the beans that I like when I want to eat them. I like it to be like almost thick, almost like I don't want to say a gravy, but almost like a thick.
I know what you mean.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it was like all these little white things. It did not look good. It was not appealing. I could not
unappetizing.
psychologically. I was fucked up. I was like, yeah, I can't eat this. Even my significant, he was just like, now that you said it to me, now that you actually show me what it looks like, I can't even eat it. And I was like, yeah, well, it was fucked up because it was good. Like
Sometimes it just doesn't
I
work.
cooked that shit for 2 days. It was delicious.
Mm.
And they started sprouting.
You hate to see it. You know what? I mean, I guess we're kind of like this is kind of my off topic. Everybody gets one off topic like part like per podcast. New rule. Everyone wants some sourdough donuts. Have you guys ever had like
You're gonna be
sourdough
the first one
donuts?
to break that.
Yeah, I am. I'm gonna break it. Yeah, absolutely. But sourdough donuts, have you had them? They're great. I really want some sourdough donuts. That'd be fucking
I've
amazing.
actually heard about them.
You
They
can
look
make
really fucking
sourdough
delicious.
starter and keep it in your refrigerator and make donuts.
That's the plan. Eventually, like down the line, I guess that's the method to do it. I'm gonna
You just
report
start with
back on my
pancakes.
progress. Sourdough pancakes? Have you had sourdough pancakes? I've never tried that before.
It's the same concept as sourdough donuts,
I
but
guess so.
pancake.
I have no frame of reference for the pancakes. I have reference for the donuts, but not the pancakes. So that's
Okay,
it's
okay. Flatten the donut and put syrup on top. Boom.
okay. Yes, you are correct. Yes, absolutely, you're correct. I'm looking for something very specific, but yes, I'm also willing to try that too. I mean, shit. I mean, if the donuts were good, then the pancakes are probably good too. Sourdough my life, sourdough everything.
Actually,
No,
I ain't gonna lie. Sourdough bread is really good. I love sour bread toast with a little bit of butter on it, or vegan butter or whatever. It's amazing. Like I know when I'm sick, sometimes that's like all what I want to eat. If I'm like having stomach problems, that definitely just
it's nice that tang, that little like sort of twinge of like sort of
yeah,
like
Mhm.
yeah,
That's the
yeah.
bacteria.
huh?
That's the bacteria.
Hey, there you go. Listen, I'm like 90% black bacteria, you know? I was gonna say bacteria. Um
Oh my God, I
That's
kind
a
of want to say something
special
with that.
bacteria.
Yeah,
oh it's a yeah, but yeah,
I kind of
yeah.
want to say something, but like
Go
I
for it.
I
Listen,
want to keep
put
it.
it out there.
I got to keep it PG.
Do you know we say a lot of bad words, we say a lot of bad four-letter words here, you
No,
know?
okay, okay. It's not even that. It's like okay. So speaking of bacteria, so like this is going to be like so.
Go for it.
You
Yeah.
know when you wash your ass, like you know like when you wash your ass and it's just like you you wash it, you get it good, and you're just like it's all good. You wash it like 3 or 4 times. You get out, and then you go to check and make sure you smell good, and it's still something there. That is the bacteria that is still like lingering on your skin. Even if you shower and wash it off, that shit literally like stays there. So I actually learned recently you're supposed to take peroxide and dab a little bit in your junk, and that's supposed to like kill everything for the most part. The smell.
That's
So there will
Is
be
that
no.
good for you though?
I'm a 1000% say that's the guy thing.
It is a guy thing,
It's
probably.
like
Okay, sure,
not
yeah.
putting hydrogen peroxide anywhere near that area.
No, please don't. You
That's a
please,
y'all
please
thing.
don't.
I produce acid that kills stuff. That's
Well, it's more in preparation if you're going to do activities with the booty. So, and
okay.
you
Okay.
want to spare your
If anyone's
partner,
face,
you want to
your face
spare
is
the
down
person who's
there.
going to be in activity. You want to make sure your shit is tight. Yeah, literally. Yeah. So
Okay.
So,
Peroxide.
peroxide, yes. Like,
well,
but yeah.
could you
I haven't
substitute
tried it
peroxide?
personally, so I don't know. But I forgot. It was like the most randomest video. I was like doom scrolling on YouTube, and for some reason that shit came up, and I was just like, huh.
Well, the
I
algorithm
do
knows.
know you should use like one of those like scrubby rags on your skin because that helps actually like get the dead skin and all the like the dead bacteria and stuff off.
Hmm.
Good to know. Good to know. Yeah.
Yeah.
Could you like?
Like the African sponge.
Yeah,
You
like
know what I'm talking about?
net sponge or just like a cloth with like the exfoliating with the it, it has like the mesh and so like
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
it scrubs your skin.
Well, for like,
makes sense.
yeah, I always use a face cloth. Yeah, yeah. At least if you don't use anything, use a face cloth. I don't understand. I still don't understand how people just can just get in the shower and wash their ass and stuff with just their hand and soap. I don't get it. I don't. You're
Well,
basically like
as
smearing. You're smearing all.
Just moving the bacteria around.
Yeah.
as a resident person who uses nothing but his God-given, digits and everything like that, you know what I'm saying? I use an antibacterial soap. So I mean, like,
We're
I'm
gonna get
sorry you
you a
guys had
net
to find
sponge
out
for
this
your
way.
birthday this year, okay?
It's just like my body, like if I'm using
Just
soap,
your
it's
physical
presumably my
vessel. It's
hands are
just something
clean.
that
So
you live here in that you want to last, hopefully, for many more decades.
like, it's like soap. My hands are clean and my whole body, presumably, the whole point of the shower is to be clean. So I am, in theory, as clean as possible
You're not as
as
clean
soon
as
as
possible.
like that's you know I will see how it goes. You buy that sponge and we'll see. accessories complicated. If I gotta remember to do this every time
Layers
I
of dead
shower,
skin sloughing off into the atmosphere, just breathing in your own cells.
like just lather up and you just
Yo, Ty be crushing balls. This shit is real. Yo, you be busting. Yo.
get a nice like the shower head with the spray part and use your bidet and you're like good man like
Might as well just go to
I'm
the swimming pool. Just go to the local pool.
I mean hey
Yeah.
listen um you know I'm gonna just figure it out. I'm gonna keep figuring it out. Every day is a learning lesson.
It really
Um,
is, isn't it?
Yeah.
but the antibacterial soap is pretty cheap, so it's actually cheaper than regular soap, which is kind of wild. So that's what I've been buying lately. So
Yeah, but I also heard. Here's the thing about that.
if that
The
fucks up
soap they
too.
sell us too, I'm sure is shit for us. I know. At some point, I was like, damn, it can't be that hard to make your own like soap to like use your. I wait.
Sure.
Ty, didn't you tell me you can make soap out of coconut oil?
hmm
Isn't
That's
soap just like fat or something like that? Like pressed into a shape or something like
that's
that?
what you can
Like
use you can use like the coconut oil instead of fat.
okay. Okay, yeah, sure.
Fat
Yeah, see,
lathers better, but you can there's other things that you can add that will like um cause that lathering effect. Although you don't necessarily need the lathering effect. We just like it because we're humans and we just like we like the bubbles. Ah. So, but it's not
I've been
necessary, but
conditioned.
we just
Yeah.
we just like it.
Okay, I shoot. Then like, yeah, let's like save on our grocery bills. Start making our own soaps.
Peppermint
'Cause, like,
and clove and oregano are great antibacterial, um, what do you call them? Essential oils.
interesting. Okay, all right. Good to know. Good to know. So like, is soap like just oils? I guess is that kind of like essentially what we're kind of like going with, like just
It's
oils
like
and like
it's
sort of a
it's
binding
usually like
agent, like.
oil or fat and like l- there's
Because now I'm starting to feel cheated by
I think
like
I
they
actual.
know you can use
I think they use
aloe.
they usually use lye, but that's like the fat.
Mm,
Aloe vera. You can use that too.
olive oil, yeah. I know that you can't eat aloe vera just straight. I learned that lesson a long time ago. Tastes horrible. Like it's good in
You
things,
just buy
but
an
like
aloe vera.
the plant, straight from the plant itself, fucking nightmare. It's like putting in just awful. It's horrible. Like I eat. I mean, okay, yeah, I'm already breaking the rule. We go off on like, you have the yeah.
Both of y'all.
What's that green aloe vera drink from like Japan with the little bits inside? Fuck.
Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about. Mhm.
Yeah. I think it's like a tea or something like that, but it's got the little aloe vera bits. It tastes fucking great. I love that drink. It's so good. It's little chewy bits and everything like that. But then you just take a bite out of the aloe vera plant, and it's just like hand sanitizer. It's just
Probably
horrible.
because it doesn't have any sugar in it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's wow,
it's like
bad time, real
this
bad time.
straight aloe. Yeah.
Good,
Hilarious.
and I learned my lesson.
Oh, don't eat aloe by itself.
But yeah, I kind of forgot about that little aloe drink. I have to buy that now because I'm kind of fiending.
For the aloe vera.
Yeah, have like heat. It's supposed to be like healing, right? It's supposed to be like sort of like
Aloe is very
a
good
heat.
for your body.
Yeah. I gotta get as much of that in me as I can.
Does aloe vera have a latex allergy?
Not that I know of.
Latex.
Latex?
Like, is there any properties of latex in aloe vera? Don't.
I don't
No.
I don't think so. Latex?
Don't forget what I just said. Delete that. Um, I don't know
Or
where I was thinking. Like, yeah, I don't. Yeah,
Okay.
okay.
or don't hurt yourself. Don't ingest anything that may be bad for you. Uh,
I'm
Well,
drinking water
excited
today. How
for
about you guys?
springtime.
water. You said what now?
I'm excited for springtime.
Oh,
Mm.
what's going down in spring? I don't like spring because of like allergies, but like what? Tell us why you're excited about spring. That
'Cause
seems
I
like you.
hate winter
Oh,
and I miss
wow.
the
Well,
sun.
yeah. Then that's yeah. No, I mean we're about to be in like the best time of the year. The days are about to get longer soon.
They're
What is
already
it? March?
longer. It's still
They are.
light
Yeah, it's
outside.
great. I'm going. Yeah, no, it's the best. I love. I can never remember if it's daylight savings time or not, or
Spring forward.
I can't remember if daylight savings time begins or ends when the days get longer. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know, but I'm glad we're switching out of the long
We're gonna lose
to
an
short
hour.
part. Yeah, I'm cool with that. I'll lose an hour to have
I
like
think it
it
stops.
be like daytime at like 9 p.m. That's great.
Yeah.
I I thought they were going to actually do a permanent like stop on
They said
daylight
that.
savings.
They lied.
They said it,
I was
yeah,
waiting for it to stop. They
they
were
pulled
supposed
out.
they kept it up. They lied, like usual.
Yeah, and then there's like a lot of farmers and stuff like that that kind of like rely on it, and like a lot of shipping and supply. You'd have to like undo a whole system to do it. I don't even know why they agreed upon doing it in the first place. Must have been like short-sighted on someone's part. Um, but of course,
Yeah.
there's too much money tied into it, and there's too much like agriculture and shit like tied
I
into
think
it.
we're the only place that really does it, or really. I mean, I'm sure there's
Yeah.
some other places, but I
No,
think we're
Yeah,
the
only
only one that
one.
really does it.
It
We
doesn't
are?
affect anybody else's agriculture. Like we just like doing this.
it's not I saw something about like farmers or something like that. That like
That's that's
it
that's
affects
that's
their
what they said.
thing or
That's what they said.
however they.
I know
Sure.
Japan tried it, I think in the early or late 80s, early 90s for like, I think I want to say 2 years. And after the second year, they were like, fuck this. No.
They're already working people half to
It's
death.
weird to turn it on like out of nowhere, and then I mean, I guess I don't know. We've been doing it for so long that it's so like part of like our whole like thing where it's just like half the year is gonna suck, and then like the other half of the year is gonna be like banging. Like I don't know.
Yeah.
It's
Well, I will
I,
admit, like, once I get used to the like change, I hate spring for it because then I'm like
mm,
up when I should be asleep, and then actually I just hate it all. I hate it all. It sucks because either way you got to readjust, and I don't want to readjust shit.
yeah, the
So
reason part to the hard part. Yeah.
yeah.
Uh, I just like longer days when it's
Kind of makes
like
you like
daytime
a little
at
jet
9
lag.
p.m. Fucking awesome.
Well, it's actually been cause a lot of confusion. It can actually it actually can do some harm, especially like I think older people and other like it's not good for you. It's not good for us to keep going through this like change. It's not supposed to be.
It
There's
disrupts
been
your circadian rhythm.
yeah,
Sure. Yeah.
so it's bad.
You know what's crazy though? Going to like Alaska where it's like 30 days of night or 30 days of daytime, 30 days of night, like it's off or it's either off or it's on. That's wild to me. That's
That's ridiculous.
absolutely I don't know how people like live in that. That's crazy. Like I couldn't live there during the night months where it's like nighttime all the time. Like that's
No.
insane to me. That's
Yeah.
a crazy
That would be so sad
or
if you know like there was just like no light. No natural
yeah,
light.
I have like no motivation to go out at night and too as well. So that kind of like kills my entire vibe.
I'm sure it
Um,
does something to you psychologically as well. So yeah, there's
got it.
that.
Yeah, it's gotta just
Yeah.
ruin.
Sunlight is a natural source of like dopamine.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And that vitamin
You
D,
get
right? That's like
depressed in the dark all the time.
Yeah,
it's and I get that mood elevation too. That little boost. That yeah, you said dopamine, right? Yeah, absolutely. I get a little bit more energy. I get a little bit more hype when it's like daytime. The mornings, I'm kind of a morning guy. I love to be in it. I love to be in the mix. Um,
absolutely.
but yeah, good times are coming. Good times are ahead. But also don't like the spring specifically because of like allergies and shit. Like it's all pollen out here, and it's a nightmare. Um,
Yeah, I'm not looking forward to that either. But yeah,
it's
it's
like two
weird because
days out of
like
the year, or 2 months out of the year, which is not too bad. 2 or 3 months.
yeah. I feel sorry for those people who have like all year round allergies. That sucks.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah.
That really sucks. But
I hate those headaches you get when you sneeze too much. Like that's the hard part. But that's the hardest part for me.
yeah.
That
Yeah.
It's hard for me because when I never really had allergies, but as I got older, I'm starting to like get them, and I'm just like, my body's betraying me. You know?
Well, march of time. It comes for us all.
Yeah.
It sucks that when like stuff like stuff used to be cool when you were a kid, and then you get older, and it's just kind of like, no, this ain't working no more.
Yeah.
Yeah. Especially with food. Oh my God.
Yeah, the food thing really gets me. The food thing just
Chef Boyardee used to be my shit. For some reason, I think it wasn't like I want to say maybe 2 years ago. I think I had Chef Boyardee just to, like for shits and giggles.
You almost
That
died.
was the most nastiest shit I've
impossible.
ever eaten in my life. I don't know how the fuck I liked that shit when I was younger, and I used to crave that. Yo, like, Mom, give me it. It's dog shit. It is
Yeah,
absolute dog
absolutely,
shit.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's bottom of the barrel. But also, I kind of think that like, okay, I think it's not like necessarily just us. I think they're also using like as time goes on, the company's got to make money. The company's got to profit every year, so you're gonna
Mm.
start cutting costs. I think they're definitely using like less, like far
I mean, I'm
inferior
sure
ingredients
like
to
the quality of the food is has plummeted over years too.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, most
exactly.
definitely. Because when I was a kid, I remember it. I ain't gonna lie, that shit was fire. Like it was so
Yeah,
good. It was
it
delicious.
And now
And
it tastes
now
like
it's
It
aluminum.
just
probably was. It probably would still be like at least at that level if like standards hadn't like fallen as much as they've fallen in the past like 25 years, that sort of thing. So who knows?
yeah.
We don't live in that timeline.
Damn,
So
25 years. Oh my god.
oh yeah. Oh, you know what's crazy? I watched the video the other day. Avatar: The Last Airbender is 25 years
20-year
old. The first one.
anniversary.
Yeah, it's crazy.
20.
And the new one's coming out too. They're moving forward with the new Earthbender
I did
series.
see the new Avatar promo.
I didn't see it
Pretty
yet. Where
Oh my
where
gosh. Zuko's got
yeah.
kids.
I
Rufio's
know
got
people who like worked
kids.
on it.
It's crazy. Like I'm like, this man has his own children.
I
I'm
can't
just gonna
wait to
retire now.
see
so
well,
where
I guess
this is when is where is this? This is after
After
this is after
Korra.
Korra. So this is after Korra's dead. So
She's
she
the
was
next
whatever. She
Avatar
died.
after Korra.
Yeah. Did Aang die young? Aang died young, right?
I
Like he
think he
died.
no,
did.
he died at 160, but because he was frozen for 100 years, it shortened his life.
Oh, well, technically, yeah, I guess.
Okay.
Well, yeah,
I'm just
I guess
gonna
I don't.
say he died at 60. I don't think he lived that long. I don't know. I guess I kept
Yeah,
getting the impression that he died.
After he
he
got
was kind
out
of
of that
young
frozen
looking
state,
when
he
he
lived for
died.
60 years.
Oh, okay.
So
Okay.
technically, he died. Technically, you could say he died at the age of what would him to be 70? Because
So
he was
technically, he
no,
died 150,
because
right?
it wasn't he 10 already when?
He was like
Yeah,
12.
he was 10 when he got
Well, okay,
frozen.
so 60 some around that age, yeah, but like 60 something years. That's how much he lived afterwards. That so yeah.
Oh yeah, okay. I guess he had 60-year-old man
I've never
organs,
seen
or
like
he had
an old
100-year-old man
Aang.
organs. Hmm?
I just feel like
Oh
I've never seen an
yeah,
old Aang. Or
I don't think he. I don't
they
think he
never
really.
showed us an old Aang.
No, he was
No,
still like he
all
was still
his like
pretty
photos
jacked.
or all his deeds were like, yeah, he was like a cool like old guy or like a cool like mid-lifer or something like that, and then he just up and died out of nowhere. Um, all that frozen in ice caught up with him, I guess. Uh, but yeah, Katara got like mad old though, right? She was like 80
Mhm.
something, maybe yeah,
I
something
don't
like
like
that.
how they lighten her skin.
Oh, did they? Ew, gross.
They straight up lighten her skin in Korra.
They're always doing that shit.
Would you
That kind of
explain?
irritated me. She looked like she was just extremely ashy, and I was like,
Yeah, they kind of
"Here's
did.
some Jergens, dear. Here's
I
some
hate,
Vaseline."
I hate that like chalky chocolate milk color that they put on characters sometimes. It's really ugly.
Oh yeah, not good color grading. Uh, I'm just looking up Avatar stuff now. I mean, yeah, no, I mean,
The new Avatar looks like Pokemon. I'm intrigued.
interesting. Okay, all right. I haven't seen too much about it. I've seen like little bits and pieces here and there. But that's kind of, I mean, we'll see how it goes because it's what no, it's technically like a new generation, technically like kind of like 170 years past like not 100, but like maybe like 50 years past Korra. I'm being generous. She died maybe at like 70 or something like that.
I
You
don't
know, a lot
know.
of society changes
Well,
in
the
that.
the new one is she's young, so it's not that. I mean, it's
Okay,
however
I
old
thought-
that character is after Korra, or like
okay,
I guess unless you just like mean like the series in general.
probably like 10 or 12 or something like that. Maybe the new one, the new Avatar.
Yeah,
The okay, so 10 or 12 years after the death of Korra or something like that.
maybe like 12-ish.
Yeah,
Maybe kind of like
which
12-ish.
kind of makes me want to rewatch Legend of Korra. I haven't seen that in I haven't seen that in a long, long time.
I forgot which season ultimately pissed me off. It made me actually want to throw the fucking TV across the fucking nation.
Oh,
I think it was
Korra?
the metal one where what's her name? The general kind of went crazy and she was like taking
Oh,
over everything.
Kuvira.
I
Kuvira.
fucking hate that bitch.
Yeah, she was annoying.
I
Like
gotta watch it again. A lot of people didn't like that last season. Um,
that last season pissed me off. I was like, yeah. But I
you know
know
what?
doesn't Cora get with I forgot her name.
Asami.
Asami?
Yeah, she gets
Yeah.
with Tommy like literally right
Okay,
after
it
that.
ends at the end of the series, or what? I think they almost kissed or something like that. I don't know. It's
No,
something
they
where
hold hands and bask off into the sunset. That's what happens.
yeah, there you
They're
go.
together in the graphic
Really good
novels.
friends. Yeah, they kiss and stuff like that. I've seen like so many like like official comics on the thing, and they're in love. They're great. We love to see it. Core was great. I
Yeah, I'm
like
not
the
gonna lie. The shit when Mako finds out that they're like together, she was awkward. I know he was just like,
Yeah, yeah. I know a lot of people hate Mako. A lot of people were just like nobody was down for Mako
It's
after
okay.
like
You're not so
It's
bad.
like the character design because I thought it was cute, but then when I actually learned who voiced it, because my significant other told me, it kind of killed it for me.
Oh no.
I
Wait,
thought
hold
Mako
on.
was kind of boring. I thought he was a little bit more boring than Bolin, but he was, I
Mm,
guess I just assumed he was supposed to be like just that generic guy,
yeah, the everyman kind of,
generic kind of guy, dude,
Sure. Oh,
dude.
David
Bud Bundy voices him.
Who?
Bundy?
Bud Bundy from Married with Children.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, all right. Ha, that's
The
funny.
husband
Hey,
or the
we
son?
brought
No,
that
the
to the
son. The son.
that's the-
Oh, okay. I don't really remember those people.
Yeah, I was just like when I learned that, it kind of just killed it for me. I was just like,
Oh no.
okay.
Well, it's kind of like
Boring character, boring voice actor.
you hate to see
I'm
it.
I'm not gonna say he was boring, but I don't really have anything against him, but I think I was like,
There wasn't
maybe I
anything
was
special
listening
about
to
him.
character a little bit, and then actually when I found out who actually did, it kind of just turned me off completely. So I was like,
Like
So
Mako
he
didn't
was
really
like
have anything
mid,
like
and then like
special going for him.
yeah.
It was
So
just
he was like
like
mid, and then you found out that he was like voiced by this guy, and he kind of just his rank went lower from there.
just a little bit. Like that
But
actor, Bud Bunny's cool in his own respective way, but
oh, yeah. Shout outs to book three though. Book three is my favorite season of like any Avatar series. With the Zahir and the Red Lotus, but they were all like the
whoa.
fucked up like
Those
ape or
are
like
those are probably the best fight scenes when the
that
Red
was
Lotus was around. Like
the Red Lotus was so
I
good.
thoroughly enjoyed watching Korra and her dad just like wreck everybody. That was great
Yeah,
fun.
it's just so good. And then like I don't know, and they murdered that lady. They murdered the Earth Queen. That was nuts for
People
like a
got
3 year show.
murked in Korra. People died.
Yeah,
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 I'm
it
not
was.
gonna lie, that shit was crazy.
People died in
That was
Korra.
nuts. That was so good.
Suffocated, harassed. No, the
Yeah,
way they killed what was it? The new combustion lady? That was brutal.
yeah, her
That
head
was
exploded.
crazy.
that
I was like, damn.
that was
That was,
hardcore.
and I was like, that's straight up, that was a straight up Toph move. Because I don't remember who it was. I don't think it was Lynn. I think it was the other one.
hmm But
Anyway,
she
I was
knows
like,
she did.
that
Yeah.
was a straight Toph move. I was like, how many times did Toph do this? As like in her prime as like the war general. Like, how many times
Listen,
is Toph just offing people?
you got it probably right. Yeah, I want more like I want more of that real
I want
like
adult
kind of
violent Toph. leading
Yeah,
soldiers
absolutely.
to war.
The top files.
Everyone else.
I
Where
want
she's just like
rated R Avatar because I know Toph is out
shoving the
there
metal spikes
working.
through people and stuff like that. You know, that'd be pretty sick. I paid
First of
I
all,
paid
you
to see
can't
that.
tell me Toph doesn't have like some like crazy metal blades or something that she's just like
Yeah,
slicing through
100%.
people with.
Or weren't they using like they're using like metal whips and stuff like that? The metal bending police or something
The
like that. She's
cords.
not
They
like
were using
strangling,
like cords.
yoking them up or something like that.
Yeah.
They're like cords. They're kind of like, yeah,
Gotcha. Yeah, whip is kind of
their capture weapon.
yeah. Should have nets actually. Nets probably could have gone pretty hard if like metal nets or something like that. I mean, it would have been insane to animate, but like that would have been kind of dope.
I'm sure she could figure that out. But
Nah,
I don't think they need whole nets because they are so versatile with like smaller. I feel like that would be like a waste of energy to do all that when they could just like
probably a little
throw
inconvenient.
some like little things and wrap up their arms and legs and
Whip it. Ugh. Like a pizza, like
just for show, just for the show. Hmm.
yeah, you know, just for the flair. You pageantry. Pageantry is like 99.9% of it. You know,
Hmm.
Pageantry,
look good.
So
If you can't do
apparently,
shadows.
I didn't realize this. There's apparently 12 special bending abilities in Avatar that people have, and there's like 15 forbidden hidden abilities that they have. Obviously,
yep.
blood bending is,
Blood bending is sick.
obviously a no-no. But lightning, metal,
Mhm.
plasma,
Plasma,
lava,
like the lava bending. Yeah, that was
um,
kind of cool.
yeah, sand
That
actually.
was cool. I thought that was good. That was good bowling character development. It's like
Yeah, that was a good upgrade.
let's give him a funky quirk.
Yep. And apparently,
I enjoyed that.
Kyoshi
His lava quirk.
Kyoshi could bend glass.
That's nuts.
That's kind of
Yeah.
sick.
I would imagine she would do some shit like that just out of
No,
spite.
Kyoshi was that was a bad
She was
bitch.
just
Got
gonna walk around breaking
fire.
people's windows like, "Good morning, bitch!" Like,
I would love a Kiyoshi movie because yeah, she's pretty hardcore, right? She's like no
No,
nonsense.
I love
that's who I
Kyoshi.
need a rated R movie about. Man,
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
murking
Oh, and
people,
she was straight
murking
up like
people,
I think she
And
didn't
she
she
was
have a
bad.
female lover?
She
huh?
was happy to do it. She loved
I
it.
believe she had a female lover too. I believe yeah.
Yeah, she had some little like Fire Nation girlfriend.
Yeah.
Fucking go.
I
All
just
right. Yeah, no.
she's just badass. She made her own damn island. She was like, yeah, all right, okay.
Right.
I like how
Yeah.
big she is. I enjoy that.
Yeah.
I enjoy that. A giant woman,
We stand tall.
giant rock
We love
bending
tall
woman.
women. Yeah. Down with that. Super down with that.
I'm not gonna lie, I love the episode where they were accusing her for killing their whatchamacallit, and like he actually put on Aang actually put on her clothes and then she actually came
She's
back.
like, I
That
sure
shit
did.
was awesome.
Now do that shit
She's
again.
like, sure did.
She said, I did, yeah, right? She's like, yeah, I did.
She's like, yeah, I
Yeah, I
killed her.
did.
I
You don't
sure
have to
did.
defend me. I killed that on purpose.
And then after she left, they were just like, yeah, so you did it.
You
Yeah, we
admitted
definitely.
guilt.
I would definitely pay for like a
Taking this man's
Kyoshi
life.
like something like that. They need a theatrical movie. They need a theatrical release, honestly.
They would
Like
do
we don't do like any
an
of that
Avatar
stuff over
movie
here.
would do
Oh,
really well. Oh man, the My Hero movie is out in Japan, I think. It's either out or it's about to be out.
which one now?
It looks so good.
Because I watched one recently with Tim, with this dude who like looked like All Might. Is that the one that they're?
Yeah, that one.
Is that,
Did you see that one? Is it out in the
yeah,
US?
that one came out. I think it was last year or something like that.
Did it come out last year?
I've been seeing it a lot more lately though. I've been seeing
Hmm.
like posts about it. Like, is it having another run or something like that?
I don't know. Maybe I'm just seeing it going trending right now. Because like I
Yeah.
remember they announced it and they were all like, "Yeah, we're doing this movie." And then I feel like, well, I live in the middle of nowhere, but I feel like I didn't really hear
Sure.
much else about it.
Okay. I've definitely seen like a
Well,
lot more buzz about it like recently.
if it's out, I will watch it on wherever it's on.
Yeah, you should watch it. It's a good time, and like they go off at the end. Like at the end, it's just animation just for animation's sake. It's just they're
Just
doing kicks. Todoroki's just on ice, going through camera angles and flying over here, and he's just doing his Iceman thing. It's beautiful. It's one
I
of
love
it's
Todoroki on
insane.
Ice.
Deku kicks a guy into paste. Like that's the only way I could describe it. He just splat. It makes sense. But he kicks him so hard. It's
Yeah,
great.
I'm so behind on My Hero Academia. I need to get on that shit.
Sure.
I'm so behind. Like
I
beyond.
mean, you can still watch the movies though. The movies are just little one offs. The movies they kind of tie into what's
Watch the
happening,
movies
but at the
as
same time,
standalones.
yeah, the movies can be standalone. Like you can just watch it.
Okay. Kind of like the
Spoiler:
Sailor Moon movies.
Deku gets like more powers.
No, they're
That's
not
just
like
what.
they're not like plot centric. They're kind of just
Yeah,
like their
it's kind of
own little
whatever.
thing.
Hmm.
Because it's like they're superheroes, so they just they get into random shit, all the time. It's kind of like the perfect like incentive to make movies about this show because like a supervillain does something super crazy, and it's like all right, yeah, sure, like yeah, that's Tuesday. Like
Hmm.
crazy stuff happens to them all the time, so there's so much fodder for like there's so much movie fodder for them.
Their movies are
But yeah,
basically side quests. They're not really like you don't have to know anything about the main series.
Okay.
yeah,
Yeah.
but it was
They're
good.
just
It was a good
spectacles.
time.
They're fun spectacles.
Yeah, the
Okay.
peak of filler.
Exciting
Um,
shit happens.
it's sparks, it's lights, it's
Sparks,
like
light,
cool
I like
animation.
sparks and lights. I do.
great
Rainbows and
fight
sprinkles.
scenes.
Yep.
Yeah.
The animators are just showing off at that point. It's great. And it doesn't always have to. It doesn't always make sense, but like I'm here for the fireworks.
I know
Can't
Infinity
think of
Castle is
light.
supposed to be coming out soon.
Oh, very
Yeah.
excited. I can't wait for that to start because I gotta find out what happens next. Like they left us on something such a
You
cliffhanger.
know what's gonna happen next. Everybody's
I
gonna die.
I know, right? I yeah no I definitely I know that people are going to be dying. I don't know who's going to die, but I'm pretty sure a lot of like fan favorites are going to die.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm
Um,
not looking forward to it. I'm already like,
I don't really see anybody surviving that except maybe Tanjiro. Because he's the main character. He's the MC. He
yeah,
might
main
survive
character.
just
Yeah,
out of
yeah,
principle, but like the rest of them are cooked.
yeah. There's just a bunch of like, because the demon slaying core is basically just fodder. They're just like, just nobodies.
Sure.
Like
They raise new
they're
ones.
kind of
They're none of them are over like 24. Like they raise
yeah.
new ones and they get really good and then they go die.
They just die randomly out of nowhere. What the
I'm
Kizuki,
still
the
mad
12
about
moons,
Rengoku. I'm not even gonna lie about that.
they're eating folks like 15 of them a pop or something like that. Like, I don't know. It's interesting. I'm looking forward to seeing where this goes. I'm looking forward to learning about Tanjiro too. I got to find out what's up with this whole sun breathing thing, and
Yeah,
his the Hanafuda earrings and what that's all about. That's tell me more.
they're never gonna tell us. Oh yeah, and he has this really crazy like special bending ability. We're not gonna. That's it.
Yeah, it's.
That's it.
I'm looking forward to it. I can't wait. I can't wait to see it.
Gonna be good. It's gonna be great.
Woof. Right. Yeah. But
yeah,
oh, I don't think you guys would be into this, but there's a new Gundam movie coming out. There's like the latest Gundam series that's made by the dude who made Ava, or
Mhm.
he's directed by the guy Evangelion. And the first movie's coming out this. Well, it's not a movie. It's just like a recap of a bunch of episodes. But like the first one's dropping this like week actually. So it's like new Gundam. It's all gangly and Ava like and stuff like that. It's kind of weird looking. Very excited for that. Gundam G. I can't even say it. Hold on a second.
Eva Gundams.
Basically,
Hmm. I don't know about
uh,
all that. They
it's
just kind of
got
scared me.
it's got a non. Ava's fun. I like Ava a lot.
Avas are like the
I,
Avas are freaky. Like, I don't know.
it's
I just
so
always thought
I
the
don't
Avas were
know.
freaky.
I love that body horror. I can't get enough of it.
It
Show
kind of
me
is body
somebody.
horror.
It's body horror, it's psychological horror. It starts off as a robot anime and then turns into this like existential romp about like depression and like the inability to connect with other people. It's great. I love it. Everybody dies in the end, or maybe they don't. Depending on which route you take. Um, I could go on about Ava. It's fantastic. Um,
Yeah,
there's a
I
whole
have to
bunch.
get into it. I don't know. I like the opening song for the anime, and that's about it.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's famous. It's famous for a reason.
Yep.
I think they had like a black choir. This is the new jam, by the way. It's very like angular and like um, you know, got lots of bits on it. Pretty sure they can't draw it in 2D. I'm pretty sure it's just gonna be 3D. But yeah, no, it's gonna be I don't know. I'm looking forward to it. Haru's got a
That's
cool.
cool.
Hmm.
But yeah, I don't know. Ava. I could go on. Everybody can go on about Ava for like a long time. It's really it's one of those like weedy kind of like anime that you just gotta like you gotta be up on.
Why do they just give
Funny enough,
random Yankee titles?
I don't even know. I can't even pronounce that title. I don't even know. I don't even know how you say that. Gundam X.
speaking of you
Yeah.
going on off of Ava, I
Hmm.
we recently watched the old Mortal Kombat movies.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the old ones. And
I fucking love those movies. They're so
yeah,
awesome.
and then he was like, "Oh, you know who we really need here? We need Phil, so he can explain all this shit."
Yeah, absolutely. I like the first one because the first one's like legitimately good, and the second one is like so bad it like wraps around again to being good. It's great, dude.
I'm just mad they off Johnny like 2 seconds in. Two
And
fucking seconds in.
he didn't want to be. We're not paying him. That's it. That's why he's gone. That's we couldn't even get Sonya Blade back for the second one. Ah,
Yeah,
so
that
good.
should. Yeah, the first
Shao
Sonya
Kahn.
Blade was superior. I'm not gonna lie. She was Sonya. Like she was
Yeah,
hand down.
absolutely. She was also in Billy
I mean, the
Madison.
second one wasn't terrible. She was okay, but like they just didn't give a fuck. She was like, okay, you got short hair. Okay, you're not even gonna try to put a fake ponytail in. No, they
Sindel was
just.
horrible. Shao Kahn was horrible. Fucking, I think Raiden is a different guy too.
Yeah, Raiden's a different guy. Actually, but I like the second Raiden. I'm not gonna lie, I did like him.
Yeah, but it's just it's like a legendary train wreck. I love movie. I love bad movies. I like bad movies more than I like.
And we were like actually looking at the fight scene. You know what? Like Katana, like she pulled out her fans and like
Uh,
just opened them, and that was it. You never saw her actually use it. You never actually saw her do her little do 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 do, and you never saw none of that
that's
shit.
it. That's all you need. Just a callback. That's it. What does this character do? Fans? Okay, we'll just get one
Man.
scene of her doing fans, and we'll do something else.
It was so terrible. It was so terrible. And then Sub Zero. Oh my god, Sub Zero. I so like.
They
Yeah,
had
so
the
I don't
good
know what their
Sub-Zero.
origin was for Sub Zero and Scorpion in those movies. I don't know if they were still doing the whole like tribe feud things in that movie. I don't think they
I think they
were.
were just generic bad guys that worked for Shao Kahn in the movie. Like they
My
were
thing,
just
but
his
like
bodyguard or like
Scorpion was
Shang
supposed to
Tsung.
be dead.
Yeah, he's like a hellspawn, but like you can't do Mortal Kombat without him, so he comes back just cause you know you can't do Mortal Kombat without him. That's why he's here, and that's all the explanation you get. Um, it's
Yeah, but
fantastic. It's
it was a good
just
time. It's funny because like he accidentally put it on and then it just started the dun 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 that the shit came on and I was just glued. We were just it was over. It was over. Like it was so bad I couldn't take my eyes off of it.
It's great. It's fantastic. The which call we used to make fun of the we used to make fun of the opening. It's like a really like insider joke kind of thing, but me and a bunch of people used to make fun of the opening a lot. Your brother's soul is mine. He'll be next. Like it's just I don't know. It's really fucking funny. And the dude who played Mowgli in the Jungle Book, that old Jungle Book where he was like an adult, like he was in it. Like I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened to that actor, but he's like the guy who played Liu Kang. I wish he was in more things.
You know what? I'm starting to realize a lot of the actors that we saw
Hmm.
in movies when we were growing up and why they didn't like blow up and why they didn't get so much exposure. Because I think a lot of them was like, you want me to do what? You want me to do, huh? With who?
It would
Yeah,
only
it's
go
not
so
doing shit.
far. That's what happened to a lot of like
Yep,
those early 2000 music artists that just kind of like disappeared randomly that were really
yep,
good.
Yeah.
yep.
I mean,
Like
there's
Alma Reed.
there's a wide variety. Like health, and sometimes people just retire. Like, I just want to have kids, and I don't feel like dealing with this. Some people like a lot of child actors didn't want to do any of this to begin with. A lot of them just like quit when they were done with the shows. They were just like, my mom and dad told me to do this, and it
Yeah,
was cool for like 6 seasons, but this shit sucks.
parents
I
so
think that was the kid who was Dewey from Malcolm in the Middle. He's like not showing up for the revival series because I think he just fucking hates it. I don't know if he hates it. I'm not gonna put words in his mouth, but I think he's just like, this is not anything I want to be a part of.
No, I definitely can see that.
But there's also like gross people out there too. I mean, I'm not gonna deny that there's like fucking like gross ass motherfuckers out there who just
I mean,
you
all I can think about is
know.
Brandon Fraser, because Brandon Fraser was the it guy back in the day, and then he just dropped from the face of the earth, like literally.
Well, he had like there was this whole thing with his divorce and his wife where like his wife really kind of like raked him over the coals in terms of like their divorce. Like she like fucked his life up for a minute. And then the mummy like shattered that man. Like all the shit that he does in the mummy is like kind of basically him like doing a lot of those stunts. And he was like basically he said like by the mummy 3, he was like held together with like duct tape and like ice packs. He was like getting slammed. He like kind of ruined his body for like the art. So it's one of those things where it's just like Brendan Fraser, man, like what a legend, like what a cool guy.
But he said the real reason why he dropped out of it because it was the same bullshit. Directors wanted to have sex with him, and he was not willing to do it.
Probably that too. Yeah,
No,
there's
no,
definitely some truth to that.
he straight up said that
Well,
out of his mouth.
Yeah.
they do say it a lot. After a while, they're like, "Oh yeah, some fuck shit was going on behind the scenes."
Well, that's what happened to Terry Crews. That one dude grabbed his ass at a party, and then everyone was like, kind of like, no, it didn't happen. He's like, yeah, it fucking did. And he's like sued the guy and stuff like that.
Hmm.
That shit's fucking so crazy. I don't know if you can grab Terry Crews and you got like you're like an ultra psycho. You got like no fear. You got like such
Well,
a
let's
like
be clear. Hollywood is run by a whole
Not
bunch of.
really a lack of fear. It's just arrogance, and they're they're in their clubhouse. They're in their own clubhouse. They do what they want, you know?
yeah.
I mean, like it's a Diddy party. Come on now, like.
That shit's crazy, man. Like that's
Like an
just
Epstein Island. Hmm.
yeah, which they're not like releasing the files on. I mean, if we're getting political, let's get political. They're like refusing to like release the files on that, which is
Yeah,
kind of
because
Because
there's
wild.
hella
our current
famous high level
administration is in it.
politicians in there.
Our
Yeah,
current
yeah.
administration is literally in it. Literally
So
in
Like
it.
but it's
it's
crazy. It's
all of
crazy
them.
they would even bring it up though. It's like we got a video of this guy shooting another guy, but like we can't show it because like maybe a couple other guys are like that we know are in it, but like we have the video, and it's like, why
Man, they
would you?
got videos
You
of
have the
Justin
footage.
Bieber when he was like a kid, literally being passed around like a damn pound puppy.
I guess so. I don't even fucking know.
I like, I kind of, I do, I don't, I do feel bad for Justin Bieber because I feel like when he went into it,
It's so cool to him in general.
he literally didn't know what was going on. There's a video of him and
None of
Diddy.
them do. None of them, like when they come in, when they're children, none of them know what's going on. None of them
You
know
know
what's
what?
going on. I
You know what
threatened to
really
throw
bums me
Rihanna
out?
out of a hotel window when she was what, 15?
Oh yeah,
She didn't
yeah.
sign the contract.
Have
Who?
you seen have you seen the videos of like Aaron Carter? There's this one kids show where it's like spend a day with Aaron Carter or something like that, or like fucking like one of those things where it's like win a day with a celebrity or something like that. But like this kid spends this day with Aaron Carter, and it's like you can kind of tell that like Aaron Carter's like out of it. He's kind of like
Drug.
something's kind of like yeah, maybe kind of like drugged up and something like that. It's very kind of like it's a little telling. It's a little sad because he's just like, oh, you go to school and stuff like that. Huh, I never did that, man. And it's just like, oh God. And now he's like dead, and it's like, oh God, like Jesus Christ. Um, that shit, that stuff, man.
Like I'll be quite honest with you. The people who are still relevant and who are still, making the cash or whatever, I
Sure.
feel like have come to a point where they have like gone through so much and have surpassed and basically literally are probably like empty inside literally that they do it and they keep it moving and they some are really good at putting a good face on and but I know there's like behind the scenes they're miserable, all of them are miserable, every last single one
A
of
lot of
them.
more. Yeah.
Mm, eh,
I think after a while they can get like a little bit of like autonomy in their career. Like after a while.
Mm.
And after like they get to like a certain height of like being a celebrity, like Rihanna right now with the line, she got the 50 now, like they're not making her like sing in bondage gear anymore.
well,
But
she's a
now she
billionaire,
has like,
so
this
I
I
whole
ain't
mean,
gonna lie, she paid her dues.
like no, they drug her through the mud.
She
And
paid her dues. And she's like, yeah, I'm good. Like, and that's why I think she was like, when can I album? She was like, I'm not thinking about no damn album. I'm gonna be thinking about no album either. Shit.
I was like, we're not getting any more music out of Rihanna.
probably not. No, but she's got all the money in
She
the world.
always
She's
sees like I'm sure she's making some shit just because she can do it and she's just like whatever. I think if she does release music, it's just gonna be like a couple of singles here and there, and she's gonna be like, yeah, take it or leave it.
Yeah.
I mean, you know what's
Auntie
crazy though?
was
If she does
kind of
release anything,
traumatic.
people are gonna
I'm not gonna lie.
it's gonna
Her
blow
last
up if it.
album, her last album, Auntie was pretty. It was pretty wild. It was pretty crazy.
Is
Like,
that the one with Pour It Up?
huh?
Is that the one Pour It Up? Pour it up, pour it up.
I don't
Watch
think
it all fall out.
Pour It Up is on Auntie. Um,
I don't know.
no, that's not on Auntie.
No, that's right. That was unapologetic. Never mind.
Like on their last one. I think that was on
That
the
was the
same
second
one
line.
with. I think that was on the same one with Work. But no, like Auntie has like it's bizarre. Like it's a bizarre album. Like when you just listen to the whole thing straight through.
Mm.
Interesting.
Well, most of them tell you plain in sight what they're going through and what's happening to them and their craft. And it's just that, the things that are done in secret are often in plain sight.
Hmm. That's the
Sure.
best
Yeah,
place to hide things.
that's what they say. Um,
Like I said, I like if you want to go in your villain arc, you got to do it right. You can't half-ass a villain. Like you really got to like
Go all
for
put
in.
your
sure.
whole foot forward, and you got to do that shit. If you want to be a villain, you better be the damn best villain out there. That's all I can say.
Sure. Yeah, that's just life, you know. If you're don't steal $200 million if you can get them 1 million, you know. Like no point in stealing half the money. You might as well steal it all, you know. You might as well rob the entire system. But it's tough. It's tough. Tough. Ripping off that band-aid. I was going on right. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
The sourdough
um.
donuts, that does sound good. I don't know. Yeah, sorry. That was totally like
Sourdough donuts with a little bit of that like that glaze. Fucking amazing. We used to have this place around here called Mrs. Yoder's Donuts. I think the people that made them were like Mormons, or I don't know if they were like Mennonite Mormons or something like that. But goddamn, they can make some donuts. Oof. I mean, maybe I shouldn't say goddamn actually. But wow, they had the gift of like donut supremacy. Like that was crazy. Um, I don't want to know anything else about them, but they stopped doing it for like some religious thing or something like that, or like I don't know, some business was, they were called to do something else, and it's like all right, whatever. Come back, Mrs. Yoder, come back. My life is empty without you.
are not life.
But yeah, no, but we're gonna be making sourdough. There's also like there was also a spot in Richmond that made sourdough donuts. It was like a donut spot, but apparently it was like a front for like a money laundering scheme or something like that. Like it was kind of wild. Like I don't know. Every time someone gets like involved with sourdough donuts down here, something kind of wild happens to them. So pray for me, y'all. Um, apparently you can't get with sourdough donuts, but for too long in Richmond. Once your time's up, it's up.
Yeah.
Uh,
Oh, is Big Herm still going around there?
Big Herm?
Have you ever
What is
ate at
it?
Big Herm's before?
No, I've never eaten a Big Herms. I mean, maybe it might still be, but like Big Herms, what they make,
It's
like,
like
oh,
a it's like a soul food place. Um, when I used to live off of Yancey Street, I used to go there every now and then. They had some really good food. They had their greens was really good at the time. Now, granted, this was like probably 8, 10 years ago, maybe 12. But damn, was it that long? Anywho, but they had some really they had the best turkey burgers, and I'll be quite honest with you, like I don't even like turkey burgers like that, but their turkey burgers was it was fucking good. It was
you remind me
amazing.
of the background turkey. Yeah, turkey burger thing
Yeah,
would be nice.
I cannot I cannot handle ground meat anymore. Like I don't know what it is. I
Oh
cannot
no.
handle raw meat. I just I detest it. I can't. I can't. I
Yeah,
can't.
I mean, I stopped buying like I don't need as many hamburger. I don't need as much red meat as I used to. I don't know if it's like a maybe getting older thing. Like you don't like really need it, right? Like there's no like sort of like it
They
feels
say
like
if
there's
you
no
need like iron or whatever deficiency, like you should eat a little more red meat or some shit. But like honestly, I think it's all bullshit.
you get iron from like every kind of meat though, right? Like animal products and stuff
I
like
mean,
that.
iron's in plants too, so you know it's all what you pick your poison.
Sure, yeah. That makes sense. But yeah, no, I mean, unless I'm like kind of going out, and even then, like hamburgers at McDonald's, maybe on like barbecue every like couple of weeks or something like that. But like, yeah, I don't really like fucks with red meat as much these days. It feels like it kind of like holds you back in a way.
I will make a confession. I have eaten a little more red meat than I usually do in the last couple of weeks. I will say because I'm stressed out with this whole shit this world is going in. I'm just like fuck it. I want a hamburger. I want a
I don't know
cheeseburger.
better off. Yeah, it's a
Yeah,
little like all hands on
yeah,
deck. Make me feel good. I'm gonna
yeah.
do it.
Oh, speaking of pizza, since we're talking about unhealthy shit, yo, Domino's has me by the throat. I don't know what the fuck
Mm-hmm.
they got. They
No,
got this deal too. Domino's it's the devil. Like that's
Domino's could bring it. Domino's could bring it. I stopped fucking with Domino's and Pizza Hut after the whole Israel thing. Like they're on the
really.
list. Yeah, they don't like Little Caesars is the only one that's like kind of clean right now. So
Oh,
I'm
there's
just
something
fucking.
wrong with Domino's. What's going on with that? Oh, the
They're
whole.
with that. They're with that like genocide shit. Like they're on the list.
Oh,
Yeah. But I mean, their food's good. I mean, it is what it is. I
damn.
don't buy it. I don't know. Little Caesars is the only one that's like kind of like
Like
still legit.
I know boycotting like Starbucks, Target, and all those other shit. Well, I guess damn, I add Domino's to the list too. Damn. Well, yes.
Yeah,
You know what? You can make fucking your own dough with just fuck flour and yogurt.
I do
So
that too. Yeah, yeah. I mean, like, the point of a boycott is to like maybe just like cut one or two things out. Like, you don't have to like go full because you wouldn't buy anything if that's the case. Like, you boycott what you can. You don't go to places where you necessarily don't have to. McDonald's has been like kind of like hurting recently. Like, that's kind of cool. Target, they say that their stock prices has fallen because of like their new like DEI policy or
oh, you
their
know,
willingness
yeah,
to.
they fucked around and found out because like all their
And
stocks
I
fell
mean, there's
because
nothing
they were
really
like,
at
oh,
Target that you need necessarily. But yeah, so I mean,
seriously. And then they try to like roll back and they're like, oh no, we're reinstating
yeah,
it. Nah, nigga, it's too late. Too
nah,
late.
like take this L. Just take it.
Yeah, like
Um,
yo, the if you go on the Target's like TikTok page and go to like their videos and look at their comments, it's the a level of pettiness by
that's
people
great.
is so amazing. They're like, oh yeah, I have a Target like literally across the street from me, but I will drive an hour away to go to Costco. Yeah, sure.
Outstanding. I like when people bully corporations online. I like when people cyberbully corporations online. It's nice. It's just doesn't change too much, but like it's just nice to see.
Yeah,
um,
absolutely.
But now I gotta like get my Ghetto Gastro stuff from like the source. There's no like just going straight to Target anymore or going to Target to get that stuff. I gotta like order it from the website only.
Hmm. The manufacturer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which I missed. That actually does remind me. I do need to like re up on the like sweet potato pancakes. Those are like really good. I can never really get the consistency right though, because like it always kind of be like gooey in the middle. I can't.
That's
I don't know what
liquid.
I'm doing. Huh?
It sounds really good, actually.
Less liquid.
Yeah, yeah. I've tried it with almond milk and I've tried it with water, and I still am just like not. I'm pancakes are kind of like tough to master because you gotta really kind of like be like on it. Like you gotta really like time the flipping properly to get it like
You have to
cooked all the
wait
way
till all the
through.
bubbles come up in the middle.
That's I get a little impatient. After like after the first pancake, I could do it. It's always I fuck up the first one,
Put
but
it
like
on
the
like
the subsequent pancakes
medium
afterwards.
and wait for all the bubbles to come up before you flip it.
I guess so. And then like okay. Also, what does like cooking on medium like really like? I don't know, like cooking on medium on the single burner or cooking on medium on the double burner, because like that throws me off a lot. That kind of like
Medium low on the bigger one.
okay, okay. I guess maybe that's what it is. I'm still shaking off these like cooking like these bad cooking habits that I have. But I think we're getting there.
I be quite honest with you. I don't really cook like that anymore, like I used to. I mean, like I make kimchi jjigae. That's like a staple that I'll make. And
Sure.
I'll use like canned tuna, and I go to this Korean restaurant, and like she's like down the way, and I like stock on with kimchi because she has like the best kimchi. I don't know what she puts in that shit. It's like crack. I don't know. It doesn't last very long in my house. I make
Sure,
kimchi
yeah.
jjigae. You make kimchi fried rice with it. It's just amazing. But yeah, it's like kimchi jjigae and curry, and I'm trying to think what else do I like. I don't like. I used to eat a lot of eggs, and now I don't eat eggs like at all anymore. And
Sure, yeah.
especially with that whole bird flu shit and shit, eggs are fucking expensive anyway. So hey,
That's,
but
yeah, that's a tough one. But I mean, like, I don't know. I get it though. But I like set it and forget it, like meals and stuff like that. Like I set the
yeah.
oven for like 20 minutes, and if my food's not done in 20 minutes, then it's too much work. I mean, I'm trying to branch out now into actual cooking, but like I set a lot of shit in the oven and just wait for it to be done cooking,
No,
and then
I
just
feel you on that. I feel you on that. No, I will admit. Actually, damn, I do use the microwave for this, but I get these pre like made frozen kimbap, which are like the Korean like sushi, pretty much. I guess you want to call it. It's not sushi, but I hate you saying that. But it's a Korean like roll with that has vegetables in it
sure,
and
yeah,
all that.
you have to
And
contextualize it. Yeah.
yeah, so but you pop it in the microwave and you take it out and it's like
Oh my
fucking
God.
delicious. And I'll eat
Actually,
that. And then yep, and then I just yeah, I like been living off of that.
sure, yeah. I haven't bought a lot of. I haven't bought a frozen meal. I haven't bought a frozen dinner meal in like a very long time. Something about it, just like I don't know. Something about it, just like I know you can make them good, but like I feel like I'm just like incapable of like properly heating up like a ready-made meal.
Well, I don't buy
Uh,
American ready-made meals. I usually like all the stuff I get that's frozen. It's pretty much from H Mart or what is
okay.
it called? The We. It's an Asian like an Asian delivery
Yeah.
service,
Mm.
and they're either made in like overseas and it's imported here. Like I do the kimbap and I do the dumplings, the frozen
Okay.
dumplings.
I mean, the ingredients are probably like actual meat and like not just like, horse hooves and like, grade D, like parts from like an animal that you've never seen before. That shouldn't be ground up, but it is. Um, hey, listen, you're probably doing the right thing.
Yeah. Hey, we just trying to make it. That's all.
Exactly. Just trying to do the best we can, for as cheap as possible and preferably, trying to put that money into something else.
Absolutely.
Hmm.
Mhm, mhm.
Absolutely.
On another
Oh,
note, you guys still got to see One of Them Days. I feel like that's like the perfect movie that you guys would like love, and
I've been meaning to go. I was actually gonna go see it last week. I forgot what happened. I think I just got lazy and I didn't feel like leaving my house, to be quite honest with you. That's probably what
I fun
happened.
too.
But
Probably waiting for it to
um
come out on streaming somewhere.
I mean, at some point or another, it's done really well in the box office. That's why I'm really like happy about that. That it's sort of like a non IP movie, like starring two black female leads. It's actually like done like it's made like four times its budget. It's like damn, like hell yeah.
That's awesome.
Uh,
I do love
Issa
some
Rae,
Kiki Palmer though.
it's smooth.
Kiki,
And
I ain't gonna like Kiki
Keep
Palmer
on.
is this like she's beautiful. I don't
Legend.
she's
Keke
just
Palmer's awesome. She's so
she's
fucking
so beautiful. She's so pretty. Like ah,
pretty.
she's so pretty
I
that like it almost like kind of hurts to look at her sometimes. Seriously.
No, I mean, I get that sometimes, yeah. Or like, I don't know. Do you ever like see the people who are like so pretty that like you kind of don't register anymore? It's kind of like I don't know, like someone that's like technically pretty on paper, where like it's just kind of like oh, like you, like whatever, like I don't know. I'm probably getting into something different. Oh, actually,
I mean, there
like people who are so like stereotypically pretty that it kind of just doesn't fucking matter. Like you become invisible. You ever get that?
I don't want to say I get that, but like I know like
I
a
guess
long time
Instagram.
ago,
Yeah.
I had this kind of like friends with benefit situation, and he was he was so his face was so like handsome, but it was pretty too, and he
Mm,
had like these crystal clear blue eyes, and
mm.
it was like it was almost like they think of Sora. Those yeah.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah.
From
Yeah.
Kingdom Hearts, like those like and then like he was just really like he was just like in person he was like really really handsome, and I'm just like like sometimes I was kind of aghast. I was like, damn, you how did
Like
I
you look like
eventually
this
get
all the
you?
time. Like this is just
Like I don't
your.
know, but like I'm not gonna like every time like we like hang out, I just to be like, oh shit. Like I couldn't like look at his face for too long. I couldn't look at his face. I was just like. I would talk down. Like I would like literally talk down
Oh
when
no,
I talk to him.
it's very
He just
thick.
like it was, and then like then doing the deed was kind of like it was also kind of like weird because I was just like, oh my god, like yeah, that's it's interesting because it's just like damn. But that's the only time I can really say that I've actually experienced that in person with another human being that I just found them so attractive. I was just like, wow, damn.
All right, there you go. I mean, listen, I'm glad you can still experience that. I feel like I've seen
Actually, no,
people
no, twice,
pretty many
twice,
times.
twice, twice, twice.
Okay, two times.
Um, when I was in Japan, yeah, we're getting a little adulty. I hooked up with a half German, half Japanese male model.
Oh wow, fancy.
Believe me or not, it is what it is. He he was 6'2". He was tall. He was muscular. He had long, like kind of like shoulder length hair. It was like a
Oh.
brunette, and he was so pretty. He was so fucking. He was beautiful. I was like, oh my god.
It's like straight up out of the magazine, like model, like type.
Straight up model, like straight up model. Like he was like, yeah. Before I come in, I need you to put your phone over there because like that's how that.
Damn. Oh
Yeah.
wow.
Even though like you sent me
When it goes
pictures of
down, you
you,
need to put your cell
you
phone in a
sent me
bag.
pictures of you. I have pictures of you. Yeah, it's funny. Anyway, but anyway,
I'm paying attention to at all times. You must bask in my radiance. No deviating. Put your phone in the bag. I'm too beautiful for this. You hear me? Yes, I'm done. I'm sorry.
but
Um,
like, have you guys have any serious like experience with like you like? Well, I know like we haven't like hooked up with like a lot of at least I think in this circle we haven't hooked up with a whole bunch of people. I probably hooked up with more people than you
I'm
both,
a sex
but
machine. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Every other day, I'm slaying it. So, yo, we're cool here. No, it is the opposite,
Right,
absolutely.
right.
But no, I mean, like, I don't know. Sometimes I just see people that are like so pretty. I kind of just maybe it's like a sort of like self confidence thing, but I just don't register. Like sometimes when people are like so fucking like I was talking about like that Instagram hot, like baby face, you know, or like all the features in the right place. You see him in public, and it's just kind of like you're not like interesting. Where's your like weird nose? Where's your like fucking like kind of like wonky smile? Like with I like people that have like it's really cruel to say this, but like I like people that are like that have like character in their face.
Flawed.
No, actually, honestly, no. Like you gotta like be a little bit of a freak, a little bit of a weirdo. You gotta have a little something that's kind of wrong with you or something like that. You know, your eyes have to be like not that perfect, like kind of like you gotta be like maybe like droopy or something like that. You have to have like smile lines or something like that. You have to like look like a person and not like a caricature
Not
of what
be
people.
20.
No, I mean there's plenty of
I,
wonky
I
looking
feel
people.
really bad, but when you were describing that, all I could think of was Adam Driver. That dude is
Okay,
like,
I would say, yeah, like an Adam Driver. I'm not like in the deep, but like the equivalent of like a female equivalent of like an Adam Driver. Someone whose nose is maybe just a little too big, you know, someone who kind of just has that kind of like that face, like that permanent pout
He's
on
like
their face. You
Roman.
know? I guess so. Maybe that's what it is. But I don't know. You can't be flawless. Flawless people are boring to me.
what do you think
Flawless
of what is her name? Jenny Slate. What do you think about her?
Jenny Slate. Hold up.
I think her name
Oh,
is Jenny Slate. She, you didn't watch Park and
oh,
Recreation.
Jenny Slate from yeah, I know who you're talking about. Yeah, no, she's cute. Yeah, absolutely, 100%.
Yeah, like, but see, but she doesn't have the typical conventional like
Yeah, she's
standard beauty
not
face.
like
She has like her own. I think she's cute. No, she's definitely cute. But
absolutely
she,
100%.
yeah,
I'm with it. I'm with it. 1,000%. I like a Jenny Slate as opposed to like a I'm trying to think who's like one of those like with TikTok kids or something like that. What's her face? What is like a Charlie D'Amelio or something like that? I feel like that's like the stereotypical like pretty girl in like
I know what you
out right
mean.
now.
Yeah.
It's like nothing. I'd never be able to find if I can't find you in a crowd, then you're not attractive. You know what I'm saying? If you
I
blend in to a crowd of like 100 people, then you're nothing, and that seems like cruel. I'm not want to say nothing, but like who the fuck am I? But like it's not. What's the point of being that pretty? You're just a cardboard cutout of a person. Like you don't exist. In a
like
way. If AI can make you on the whim, then you're not pretty, or you're
I,
not a person.
I will
I
say that okay, there's like two actors who I think one is not. I don't think it's she's pretty in her own like quirky way. The other
Yeah.
one who's going through some really fucked up shit right now. Okay, so I'm not gonna let Ryan's Reynolds' wife, Blake Lively.
I was just about to say, like Blake Lively, like
She
right?
is so like I don't know what it's about her. Maybe it's because she's so I don't. It's something about her face. She's almost like symmetrical in her features. It's
Yeah, she's just regular. She's she's pretty on paper, and she's just
yeah.
regular.
I just feel
And
like she would not be. I don't know how she would be in real life, but like in yeah. But yeah. But I will
she's
say.
a normal person.
I
You couldn't
always
find her
thought
attractive.
now I don't know what she kind of looks like now. I mean, I think she's a little more tomboyish now because she's like definitely gay. But I think Kristen Stewart always had an interesting look to her. I didn't think she was like ugly or anything. I thought she was pretty in her own way, but it was weird. Like when she was younger, it was almost like
Oh yeah.
I don't even know how to
Kristen
explain it.
Stewart
I
back
thought
then.
she was pretty. I thought she was pretty. Like obviously, like I felt bad for her because her role as Bella has just always cast her to be Bella, and I just kind of feel
Well,
yeah.
okay, Kristen Stewart, I feel like her and Robert Pattinson have been on this like absolute tear of doing movies that are like getting them out of that like Twilight like sort of like casting type. Because Kristen Stewart's been in a lot of good stuff. She was in this one. She was in this one movie recently called Love Lies Bleeding. Kristen Stewart can act her ass off. She's fucking like she's her and Robert
Yeah,
Pattinson
yeah,
are
because
like
she said because the way she acted in Twilight, the director fucking told her to act like that, which is like,
yeah. They've been
I
beating
mean,
the Twilight allegations since that last movie came out because they've been like just doing everything they can. Robert Pattinson, I'm gonna go back to him. He's been fucking killing it. Robert Pattinson has been like he's fucking he's the fucking what is it? That new Ghibli movie that just came out. The Boy and the Heron. He's the Heron. that's Robert Pattinson. It's
Yeah.
the whole like, oh, that's him. I don't know. He's crazy. He's great.
I think
Big
I'm not gonna lie. I think he did a good job in Batman, but it was misplacing to see his face because he did not look like a Bruce Wayne to me.
I like the little emo Bruce Wayne kind of like
Yeah,
portrayal.
like a
Like
greasy, like didn't wash your hair, Bruce Wayne. I'm
yeah,
sorry,
just
like,
like
I hated how. Yeah,
his
it
lonely
wasn't looking
bad boy
good.
Bruce Wayne. Yeah.
Zoe
Um.
Zoe Kravitz though as Catwoman, my word,
Zoe
like her
Kravitz is
outfit was
killing
she
it.
was just amazing. So I just love her.
She's just fantastic. No notes. No notes. All Zoe. And whatever she wants to do, she can do anything. Um. Shout outs to her.
Didn't you say that was like she was one of the females that could like basically run all over you and you would just let it happen?
Rosario Dawson. Rosario Dawson
Ah,
could do whatever she wants, and that's just
that's valid.
that's that's it.
That's
That's
valid.
Rosario Dawson. That's boom. Whatever she says, I will do it. No questions asked. Very scary, terrifying actually. I never want to be in that position. Oh, I do, but I don't
You
ever
know
want to
what
be
I
in
also think is really pretty, like really really pretty,
it.
really pretty. I'm sorry,
Mm-hmm.
I'll give it to Megan Thee Stallion. I don't know what it is. Like she's a
Megan's
bad
cool as
bitch, but
fuck.
like she's not just because her body, but like she is like naturally beautiful,
Yeah,
naturally
she's
beautiful.
like a cool person. I feel like she seems like a really cool person. I want to be friends with Megan Thee Stallion. I want to just be
He does
like,
seem cool.
I want to just have her number and call her
Yeah,
and watch with her. You could grab a beer with Megan Thee Stallion,
yeah.
absolutely, and she's also really pretty. So
And she
that's
watches anime. Like I feel she
there
really
you
felt. I
go.
feel like we went to school with her. Like I really feel like we did.
We went to school with Megan Thee Stallion, like women for sure, probably. I don't know where she's from though, but like
He's from
she's
Houston.
our vibe. She's a millennial anime like adjacent. She could have been in the group. I mean, well, we could have been in her group, or she could have. I don't know. She would have been cool to hang out with.
Yeah. Flying the
um,
Boss seems really cool too.
they're great. I like them. I hope they never do another song. I hope it's always the same song forever for eternity. Hello, Christ. I'm about to sin
They
again.
already have several new songs out.
Wait, they have new songs?
Yes.
Well, I hope they just do the one song forever, no matter what. Because every time I see them in like a promo, they're running and they're doing the exact same song. So it's like, just don't ever change that. Keep it going. I refuse anything new from them unless it's like a new location that they're running through.
Hey, speaking of this is well kind of on topic. Do you remember that Nora, you might remember her. I forgot her name. I want to say her name was like I don't she was okay, she was I think she was mixed. I know she was like black. I want to say she was maybe black and white, but she originally did rock music or tried to do more like kind of the rock style. But do you know what I'm talking about? I want to say like I want to say Ross or so. I don't know what's her name, but I think she was from England too.
Hmm.
Do you remember her? I felt like you
Now,
listened to her because I felt like you sent me a song from her. I forgot her fucking name though. But this, I'm guaranteed this was like fucking years ago. But I wonder whatever happened to her. But I know she was. I think she was English or British, and she was half black. I want to say I think she was half white, and I think she did more alternative punk music a little bit. But I think she did like go back to her like soul roots at one point, but I don't remember her name. Do you know what I'm talking about?
No.
it feels like
That
vaguely. I feel like I should know who you're talking
like
about, but I
it's gonna irk me. I'm gonna have to like
yeah.
research it. It's gonna irk me.
You know who's cool? Janelle Monae. She's pretty cool.
Janelle
No.
Monáe is going to be at BlurredCon. So freaking excited.
What?
Are you serious?
Get
Yes.
out of
Yes, she
What?
is.
Damn. So
Special
now you're gonna
guest
grab the photo then.
going to be at
You're gonna grab
BlurredCon.
the
I'm
photo.
so there. I
Photo.
I freaking love Janelle Monáe.
I
She's
wish I had.
great. She's cool. I saw her in Glass Onion and I fell in love. She's fantastic.
I saw her last November for her
Ooh.
Age of Pleasure tour. She was
Oh
amazing.
yeah.
She's
That was a
great
great
live.
time.
She's like great live.
She
She's
seems
a
like she's
great
like a really good
performer.
performer.
She did
Like she
tightrope
really
and
has like,
everything.
whoa, type, get out of town.
She danced. She did the whole thing. It was great.
She's fantastic. I no notes
She's
on
freaking
Janelle
great.
Monáe. Keep doing everything she's doing.
Damn, I really wish I could go now. And then
Yeah, right.
Tried to go see Glorilla. I like Glorilla too.
I'm now I'm
Jeanette.
now into the TGIF song. That's in my rotation now. It's 7 p.m. Friday, 95 degrees. I'm willing. Yeah, that's
I
kind of
like
great.
I like I liked that album. I like her whole Glorious album.
I'll have to listen to the whole thing
I
because
like the whole
I've only
Glorious
disliked
album.
yeah, recommendations. Shoot, hit me with them because I'm looking for them.
Chroma
You
Corp
know
is
what I
pretty
missed?
good. I listened to him and then I went to go see him, Tyler the Creator, and he was actually really good. He was really great.
That's right.
He was actually
Yeah,
great live.
Tyler the Creator is another like really good like just artist. Like he like I feel like he's always doing something like really fucking creative with his albums and just the vibe. Um, the man knows what he's doing. Absolutely, 1,000%.
Mm.
And it's always interesting.
He put on a good show.
I like that Ratata song. 100,000 on it, couple thousand. All right, what? 50,000 on it, 20,000 on it, couple thousand on it. Hey, that's really good. That's great. Gets me hype every time.
You know who I miss, actually? I miss
Hmm.
A. Marie.
Oh yeah, I still
I
listen to
miss
like I guess that one album she had. I still listen to that one like
it's
enough.
it's it's funny. The first time I saw her, I think I was with I was at my friend's house and I was like, that girl is half Asian. And she was like, no, she's not. I was like, she just looks like I was like, she's half Asian. I just saw her for like maybe 2 minutes and I was just like, she's half Asian. And
Boom.
then boom, half Korean. Like, seriously, I was just like, knew it. I knew
There you
it.
go. I don't know. She had like a banging like I guess year that one year that she was like doing her thing.
Mhm.
What was it? One thing? It's just one thing that got me
Yeah.
It's
tripping
just one thing
again.
when you're me tripping you
And she had the
down.
song. What was it?
I like the one that
And
why don't we
oh
fall
yeah,
in
that was
love? Yeah, I love that one too.
So,
I'll listen to that. I'll listen to that tonight. I'm very excited.
Mm.
It's one of those like I feel like she's one of those artists where like I don't want to hear her all the time, but every time I like listen to those songs, like a couple months out or something like that, I always get like really hyped. It's
Yeah,
not good like back to back, but like every once in a while, like it hits
yeah,
like the first time every
yeah.
time.
I'm not gonna lie, it's just one thing. I love the song, but I can only listen to it maybe like once or twice. After that, it gets annoying.
Yeah, yeah,
It gets
yeah. It's
very annoying. And plus,
weird.
like when she was doing that, like a lot of promotions and movies were using that song, and it just made it worse. And I was just
Maybe
like,
that's what it is. Oversaturation. Yeah.
yeah. Oh, you know what other oversaturated song that I hear all the time that like was totally oversaturated? What was it?
Oh,
Welcome to the new age. Oh my god.
oh
Oh
yeah.
my god, they
I like
use
it.
that
I get
shit to fucking
it.
everything. And then the
Wake up. See, I
and
now I gotta listen to that one because I forgot about that one actually. So that's gonna be back.
man,
I'm waking up. I feel it in my bones. A lot of people make fun of them, but I like Imagine Dragons.
hmm.
Maybe that's more about me than anything else. But
I just know
no,
when that song was popular, they used it for fucking everything.
yeah. And you know what? While we're on like hot musical takes, Nickelback had like a couple good songs. I'm throwing my hands. I'm throwing that down. Nickelback had like how you remind me. Like a lot of people make fun of them, but like that song. This is how
I like
you
Nickelback.
remind.
And I like the first Spider-Man song they did.
Yeah, fuck yeah, right. The hero song. That was such a banger. Oh my
Hmm.
god. And they see that a hero can save us. I'm not gonna stay there away. Yeah. That's very powerful track.
Yes,
Um,
absolutely.
But I mean, that's the way the music goes, You're an earworm for a little bit, and then you're really fucking annoying, and no one wants to listen to you for like, years on end. And then you come back. I think that's like the whole like city phenomenon. People are like finding a lot of like Japanese like city pop in like the 2020s, and it's like that music was popular, or the music had its like time 40 years ago, but now it's like back in full force, and people are just like, what the fuck?
I think that's why
Weird,
I
like
like.
Yeah, I mean, I listen to a lot of city pop now. Like it's, I don't
on
know, they
like
got
a
some.
20-ish year cycle. Like how early
Yeah,
music is coming back.
it is. They got me with that nostalgia shit. I'm really jonesing for like that 2000s kind of like that drum beat, like that like that kind of like drum beat they had in every 2000 song. You know what I'm kind of talking about?
Like Missy Elliott videos.
Kinda, yeah. It's just like everything gotta have this like one specific drum beat in like the 2000s or something like that. I feel like it was in a lot of cell phone commercials or something like that. But I don't know. I'm nostalgic for that time now. I'm don't know what that was, but yeah, no. I'm fully in my 2000s era nostalgia binge.
No, I totally agree because like I really enjoy like covering like songs from that era, and everybody's like, "Oh my God, what is this new song?" and all of this. What is this? I'm like, "Yeah, this is from
2000s.
2007." They're
Oh.
like, "Oh, like yeah, yeah, like this is old." But like I like doing stuff like that because then it's basically it's almost kind of paying homage to the artists and is keeping their music alive and relevant when
Mhm.
you do stuff like that. So
Absolutely,
yeah.
100%. I what is it, like electronic music or something like that? I guess like electronic music was big. I like that Y2K era. Like that's kind of like, I feel like that's like the era that we're kind of like,
I like early
mm,
2000s EDM.
yeah, 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 yeah. And that was really popular around then, I guess. Or like that was like it was the future music.
I feel
It
like the
felt
early 2000s had a lot of more dancier, upbeat music, like like something like
yeah.
that. But like
Club music.
here now, it's just it's very lazy and very high. It's like
It's like it's very late stage capitalism.
yeah, it's just really
Nobody's in the club. The new kids aren't in the club. They're in their house.
Yeah, there's no more
At
third
home. They
spaces.
don't club.
We're not
yeah.
doing that anymore. We gotta do chat rooms now. This is our old person part of the podcast, I guess. This is our old men and women part of the podcast. Um,
You know,
no one's
maybe
at
like
the bar anymore.
one time we should like have a quote unquote dance party and like just play music and we should just dance on camera for everyone.
Sure, yeah,
I dance on
we
camera.
could. I really gotta stop drinking coffee. It's like 9:40.
Oh my God, you can
Yeah,
be up.
yeah, 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 yeah. I don't know why I'm doing it, but like it's just it's reflex at this point. I see coffee, I drink it. Um, but yeah. Have you guys watched any of speaking of like I don't know, old things making a comeback, have you guys watched any of like the new Dragon Ball Daima? Like this kind of like it's a shot in the dark, but it's like
Didn't really
the
like
go
catch my attention when I saw it.
yeah.
I don't know.
It's
I
kind
wasn't
of
really into the plot.
sure, yeah. It's not terrible. Like, okay, I don't like Dragon Ball Super. I thought that was kind of like ass, but like Dragon Ball Daima is kind of like pretty good. Like, I don't know. It kind of goes back to like the adventure style Dragon Ball
Like the original
stuff. And
Dragon Ball.
yeah, basically, yeah. It's like you got to go on a journey instead of just kind of like training to like beat this guy up, which is pretty good. I like training to beat a guy up, but like we missed that little like go from here to there like aspect of Dragon Ball.
I mean,
It's
I thought
neither
that was
here
the whole
nor
point
there.
of him like working on that was to because he was like missing his original Dragon Ball.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, he brought it back, and they did like, I mean, I don't know. They brought back some like, I guess we're all about like forms in Dragon Ball too. A couple of people got some power ups, like some cool power ups. It's like, oh man, it's cool to see this person go Super Saiyan 3. It's cool to see Super Saiyan 4 make its official debut. Like that was pretty sick. And it's like, oh shit, that's like official now. It's like real now. Even though it's like, well, no, the continuity is weird because it takes place before Super. So yeah, so it's weird that no one can go Super Saiyan 4 in Super, but whatever, it's cool. I'm not gonna complain about Dragon Ball Super on this podcast. Um, but yeah, it's great. I don't know. I'm doing a rewatch. I'm doing a watch through of it now, and I'm kind of like hyped. I'm hooked on it.
Okay.
I could like I
Dragon
could
Ball
go off
Super,
about
that
a
sounds
lot of
exciting.
Hmm.
anime. Yeah.
I'm considering rewatching Cardcaptor Sakura again from start.
I still need to finish Cardcaptor Sakura. I'm still at episode 11. I'm adding that to the playlist too.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna try to finish that up, and
Great
then.
cartoon, great cell shaded look. Video Madhouse. They
Oh, did I tell you about this boy love I was watching? This like boy love drama, Japanese boy love. It's called when uh, uh, I forgot the Japanese name, but it's called pretty much it's translated to when it rains it pours, and it's about this
very
Japanese salary man. He has a girlfriend. They've been together for a while.
cool.
They were intimate at first, and then it just like completely stopped. And he was just he's like he loves his girlfriend. He wants to like be intimate with her, and she just no, she just doesn't like want to like be intimate with him at all.
Hmm.
And then one of his coworkers is leaving and he has to plan like a pretty much a going away party. And he emails the wrong coworker and they start having conversations back and forth and they keep talking. And the guy that he emailed to just happened to be, he was gay. But he was actually living with his friend because his parents, when he was in college, both died in a car accident. So
Shit.
his friend was basically like, "I will be here to support you. I will just be by your side." But
That's the
he
homie.
also
A really
he
good friend.
okay, because his friend liked him, but like
Oh, okay.
his friend liked him, but he was like not trying to pursue anything with him because he
Kind of
felt that
ruined
he
it.
was guilty for his parents' death because
Oh,
he was walking, I guess, to go see him, and then when he saw his parents and like
oh, they
stopped them.
swerved.
No, they didn't swerve. He just saw their parents and just stopped them and talked to them and waved to them. And then it was nothing happened like right then and there. But then
Oh, okay.
after that, he left, and then
Uh,
they went, and then they died. So he blamed
oh,
himself for
damn.
yeah.
Hmm.
So
If he
that's
hadn't
why
stopped
he
them,
was like,
yeah.
"I'll stay with you." I can't. But he couldn't bring himself to be romantically inclined with them because he felt guilty, and he was carrying all that guilt for like fucking forever. But long
Oh,
story short,
what a
um they the coworkers start emailing each other. They get like close, and but actually, when they actually meet in person, they don't know they're talking to each other. They're
mm.
like the one guy's like really like nasty to him. Like they're just kind of it's kind of not like super nasty, but it's very cold. He's very very cold.
Yeah.
But then they start warming up, and then they get warmed up to the point where they actually like for some reason go to some like museum together. I don't know how that should work, but anyway,
Okay,
and
yeah,
they
sure.
email each other at the museum, and then they find out that they're talking to them. And it's just like, oh, okay, whatever.
All
And
right.
so, yeah. And then the guy's girlfriend basically was like, yeah, I don't want to have sex with you. Like, you're cute and everything, but like, when you try to like show me your masculine side, it's just kind of a turn off. And I kind of looked at the screen like she had four heads. I was like, what? Well,
It sounds like she sucks. She's like lame as shit.
yeah, she does. So,
Yeah.
but the kicker was like, so they went to her friend was having a baby shower, and then like they went to it, and then she went outside, and the woman who was pregnant basically was talking to him, and basically was told him like, yeah, she doesn't want to have like have a sex with you. She just really just not into it, and she's like, I was like. I want to talk to you because I'm pretty much in the same spot. Like my husband doesn't want to have sex with me, and I'm horny all the time because I'm fucking pregnant, and it just sucks. And he's just like, well, at least I can kind of share my hell with you because since we're both going through it. And when he found that out, that nigga was mad. He was mad. And actually, that
You
night, he
don't
instigated
want to
trying
fuck
to
this
have.
beautiful man.
It was fucked up. And he tried to have sex with his girlfriend again, and she denied him. So he called his buddy, and he was like, "I want to have sex with you." And he was like, "Okay."
Damn. Sometimes, the only person who's gonna look out for you are your bros. I get it.
But it was like more than that because they were spending so much time and they started like really like I guess like liking each other and yeah it's so it's I mean it's dramatic but it's not like over the top dramatic but it's I guess you could say it's some real shit. I will say with Japanese people it seems like of course like kind of still being gay in Japan is very kind of taboo but like it's
Sure.
more that there's so many I think there's a lot. Obviously, there's a lot more gay men in Japan that obviously just go with emotions just to be with like a woman because it's like society norms. But I
Values.
really think that yeah, I think it's a like it's definitely more common than they want to admit. You know?
Sure. I mean, it is everywhere. It's just like, conservative family values and dumb bullshit, bureaucracy gets in the way of all that stuff. But
Yeah,
I'm glad that's more like out and about. Ouch. Come on, man. That's
yeah.
it.
I don't know. Sorry, I didn't mean to go through that whole like tangent, but it was really good. I just actually finished watching the whole series. It's really good.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's pretty good. That sounded pretty interesting.
Yeah, it was yeah, interesting. Very interesting.
Ouch. Mm.
Yeah.
I mean, I was gonna like trade a story about the show I was watching, but it's not really like special in what it does. It's a weak guy. He goes to be super powerful, typical bullshit. But it's like, I don't know, it's called solo leveling. It's like one of those things where like you know the song, but it's like how you play the notes that it's kind of like it does the power fantasy like in a really cool way, and it's like the animation's like super like hype, so it's kind of like fun to see this dude like stun on his enemies and stuff like that. This little weak guy. Okay, so I mean, if we're gonna do like the whole rundown, okay, so these gates start appearing in like basically like the world, but like our story takes place in South Korea. It's Korean manhwa that got animated. Gates start appearing in the world. You get kind of like RPG powers. You can become a hunter, but they're all ranked according from like S to E tier. E is like the lowest. S is like 10 S ranks in all of Korea, in all the world. I mean, the world, everyone in the world's got this power, but like the main character, is from Korea. But like, the guy, he starts off as an E rank and he sucks ass. He sucks so hard that people are like mad at him that he goes on these raids, but he like kind of carries their equipment and stuff like that. Then they like they stumble upon this like super double dungeon where like it's like you clear the dungeon, but then like there's a second like way worse thing inside, and then he kind of gets the power to like rank up his level. Because once you're like declared a hunter, you're stuck at C rank forever. No amount of like exercise or whatever will get you higher than like your rank when they evaluate you. So if you're at E rank, you're fucked. You're at E rank forever. If you're D, C, B, A, you had to be born like into a high rank. But this guy gets he gets the ability to like level up his skills. And so like at first it's like, he's kind of like leveling up, he goes from D to like maybe A rank or something like that. But then the real kicker comes when he like learns this ability to conjure shadows. So he gets like a whole shadow army behind him. And then like he fights the dungeon bosses and stuff like that. But then he can like resurrect the bosses that he kills to like his shadow army, and it's just very fun. He meets a dude who's like this ogre who's like, haha, like we're gonna torture you guys and we're gonna cut you all apart. And he's like, wow, like what kind of magic can you do? Because then you can like do that for me. And he's like, what? And he cuts his head off, and then like the dude's like doing all his like uber magic like on for the good guys team. It's great. It's fun. Solo leveling. If you want to just turn your brain off and have fun, God, it's so much fun.
Is it on Netflix?
It's on Crunchyroll,
Ah,
but it's
okay.
great. It's fun. It's like I'm kind of like underselling it. I feel like I'm like putting more caveats in there, but like it's good power fantasy. Turn
I
your
think
brain off.
it's popular.
Yeah, yeah. Watch a guy do like the same old song and dance, but in like just a really cool way. He works his way up to like higher than A rank because there's like all these A rank or there's like all these like sorry. He works his way higher than S rank. There's like all these S rank hunters, and they're just like, haha, like they run these like organizations, and like you kind of get this like kind of soft like look at like sort of maybe like kind of Korean like lifestyle, like there's sort of like values in a way of like, okay, I have to get a good job. Everything is about getting a better job than like the one before. So, and it's kind of like a look into that kind of society that I kind of appreciate because I feel like, you know, a lot of anime, you kind of like get like a feel for like Japanese society, but you don't really get a feel for like anyone else outside of it. So it's like, very interesting.
Yeah,
Cool.
Korean culture is very different. Actually, very different.
Yeah. I'm finding out that they love fried chicken over there. Fried chicken's a real like
That
treat.
shit is banging. When I went to Korea, man, I like to kill myself.
Because
Like, oh,
I
go ahead.
that's no, keep going, keep going.
Um, the hotel I was staying at, there was this like rib rib back barbecue place or whatever. I don't know. The lady was nice. I spoke the limited Korean that I could, and she was nice to me. And and she had like this like rib. This rib was so fucking good. I don't know what kind of sauce she used on that shit. That shit was amazing. The bonchons, the little side dishes were fucking fresh. It was just, and she was open all the fucking time. Like I woke up at like 2 a.m. and went out and I ate there. It was amazing.
Oh, okay, all right. I really want some bonchon wings now. I haven't had that in like forever.
Bonchon, I like Bonchon, but I'll be quite honest with you. I just feel like there's so many better places out there. Because
Sure.
the
It's
problem
like
is because they got really chain. When they become chain, is
Quality,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Fair enough, fair enough. Um yeah, I guess I gotta find a new Korean like fried chicken spot because like
There is a Korean market on Midlothian Turnpike. There's like a little Korean store. It's like a Korean grocery store and a Korean restaurant. You might want to give
oh,
that one a try. It's on I'm trying to think where it is, but I think it's before. I'm trying to remember. Okay, you know that area where? Oh, okay. You remember where Hito used to be at?
wait, what place?
I think it's the Hito Japanese restaurant. Remember we used to go to that? I'm sure it's not there anymore.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's
Yeah.
around that area.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right then. Yeah, I think I'll have to check that out. Yeah, I gotta test this shit out. I gotta try something new once I get a little bit of spending cash. Um but yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Oh shit.
Nice,
Hey,
nice.
oh, sorry. Do you still order from that delicious? I think I don't know if was it a sandwich place? I don't know. I used to remember I used to just randomly order you takeout food.
That's always nice, right?
Nice.
I forgot what it was called, but I don't know. I just used to order it. I was just like, here, I'm buying you some food, and you're like, okay. And then I was like, what do you want? And you're like, I forgot what you told me to get it, but I don't know. But you used to be like, yeah, like hands down, it's fattening goodness. But I don't give a damn. I'm eating it. I was like, okay. I forgot what that place is called, but you said they have really good. I think was it. I don't know. Was it a burger or was it like a sandwich?
Mm,
Was it breakfast food?
I think we got
I'm
burger
dying right
last time.
now.
I don't know. It was a while ago.
Yeah, and that was like every a good bit of like 3 years ago. Can I just pause and say it's 2020 fucking five? Like I'm not gonna lie, 2020 to now, I say okay, 2020 to
It's all
2024,
been one big year, hasn't it?
2020 to 2024, 1 year,
Yeah.
one absolute year.
Yeah, 100%. One big year. It was kind of crazy. Joe Biden just kind of like showed up as president and then kind of left. I don't know what the fuck. Crazy. I don't remember him being president. That was nuts. Um,
It was a bizarre
yeah,
time.
it was kind of wild, huh?
Yeah, like I'm still trying to wrap my head around it. Like,
4 years got
God,
shaved off our lives out of nowhere. You hate to see it.
man. It's because I lost my mom during that time, and it's funny I didn't even lose her to like COVID or anything. I just literally lost her to natural causes. Literally, it's just like damn.
Yeah.
Timing.
is an uncaring, just like river, just sweeps you down, drags you through. But no,
Crazy.
no, just you gotta
Yeah,
savor
rough
those
time.
moments as we can.
Hmm?
I said we gotta savor those little moments as best we can, you know?
Tell me about it.
You
Tomorrow's
know?
never promised.
True, true, true.
Indeed.
Um, but there's stuff to look forward to. There's little things here and there. New Pokemon
Enjoy the
games.
moment while you can.
Yeah.
Dun, dun, dun,
I'll
dun,
take what I
dun,
can
dun,
get.
dun, 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 dun. Sorry.
New Dandanon this year, I think. I'm pretty sure. Season or the rest of season one or more of season one or I don't know. The 26 episodes, they're coming out.
Mm,
Um
I might try to work
which
on that after we finish our cast tonight. Actually, that's a lie. I'm taking my ass to bed. I've only
yeah,
slept for
it's
4
too late.
hours.
You know? Honestly, I mean on that note, I mean it is about to be 10 p.m. over here. You wanna call it quits?
You
You
good?
guys good? Yeah,
Good
I
if you're
think I've reached.
good.
I'm gonna settle down. I'm gonna unwind. I'm gonna work off all this coffee that I've been drinking. You know, um, and I'm gonna catch up on some animes before I go to sleep on that couch.
Nice.
Couch. My
That's what's
my
up.
Your
my
spot.
cat sits next to me while I sit there. So it's the only place that he'll like be there while I sleep. So that's why I sleep on the couch.
You slept on the couch before you had a cat. It's okay.
Yeah, but like I switched back and forth between the bed back then. Now it's like solo couch like stuff, strictly.
Strictly the
But
couch.
yeah.
Alrighty.
Well,
Good show.
Yeah, good
excellent.
show. We did
See
it. I think
y'all
we touched on some issues. I
next
think we were.
time. Thanks for tuning
Yeah,
in, everybody.
Thank you.
appreciate
Thank
y'all.
you.
Bye.
Thanks for coming.
Bye, Jenny. Bye.